Yep. I think some niggas been looking for me. Matter of fact, tonight, I hope some niggas been looking for me. Cause right now, here I is, niggas. Hey, here I is. What? What it do? I am up in here one more again. I want to say shout out to everybody that's already in the chat. Shout out to everybody that been click the like button, click the link. You here? I'm glad y'all here. Let's do this. I am ready. I got on my Randy Watson sexual chocolate on tonight, and I'm just ready to do this. And we're gonna start out with this. I normally, you know what? No, I'm not gonna break. I'm not gonna break my tradition here. Let me do things the way I've been doing it, even though I'm excited. I'm excited on tonight. But first and foremost, just in case I play some content, talk to me, baby.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Yeah, buddy. So, here I is. And I'm first going to start out with this. And actually, I want to test something too with this little short statement I'm going to make. I want to see if this is going to work, because shout out to my boy V City Beats. He hooked up an instrumental for me, and I don't know if it's going to work, so I'm only going to play it for like a minute or two to see if I get flagged or not for it. Then I'll know if it's going to work or not. So, yeah, I'm going to see if that's going to work. But let me first start off saying this. I hate niggas. I hate niggas. And the reason why I hate niggas is because niggas love to lie. I was just telling my brother Eric this yesterday. Niggas love to lie. And I don't understand why they just want to make up and say anything just to make an excuse to support what they feel. Fuck facts, fuck evidence, fuck precedent, fuck history, fuck all that. I'm gonna say whatever it is I need to say, and if I gotta lie, so be it. I blame it on the devil, I blame it on Trump, I blame it on whatever it is I gotta do just to get my feelings to be believed as fact. And I don't understand it. And it's like, even with these niggas that have left these comments, which is so funny, and I don't understand this. Niggas is always threatening to do some shit, but don't do shit. I'm so sick of niggas talking about you need to die, you gon' die. Niggas talk shit but never pull the fuck up. They never do. And not just saying with me, I'm just saying period. They will get up, march, walk on the streets, they'll block the expressways, they'll block walk at the airport, they'll stand out in front of hotels and bang on pots and pans like they in a ghetto ass drum line. They'll do all this shit. But when it comes to actually pulling the fuck up, they don't. They won't pull up. They won't do shit. And that shit it's so fucking irritating, because not it happens every now and again, people get mad. No, it's like that all the time. Every time it's some black and white shit that comes up and the media hypes motherfuckers up with it, all they do is say, yeah, that's right. We tired of these white folks and these cracker motherfuckers, and all this shit is happening because of Trump, and we tired of this shit. Fuck these motherfucking white folks, man. These white motherfuckers. And don't do shit. Them be the same niggas that ain't got no guns, Them be the same niggas that ain't shooting no guns. Them be the same niggas that ain't ready to go for war, and the same niggas that ain't ready to die for shit. But they'll talk shit. They'll hold up motherfucking signs. They'll go and have candlelight vigils. They'll drop, do the balloon drops, or the balloon, whatever the fuck that is. They'll get a bunch of t-shirts and spray paint, motherfucking, long live and free whoever. They'll wear that shit. But they will not fucking pull up and do a motherfucking thing. And I'm just so sick and tired of the shit. If you ain't gonna pull up, don't talk like you are. I ain't expecting you to. I ain't expecting you to go out there and go on a motherfucking murdering spree, but don't be talking like you bowdy and rowdy and you ain't. I ain't got to tell a motherfucker what I'm gonna do if I'm gonna do it. If you bout that life, if you real with that shit, you ain't got to tell me nothing. It should just happen. You gonna fuck a nigga up, you gonna drive by a nigga house, you gonna shoot up a nigga at the job, you gonna go kill this nigga, whatever you gonna do, if you really gonna do it and you really bout that life, you ain't got to say nothing. And I'm telling you that, and you know what? Exactly. It's like these niggas got this whole Tekashi 6ix9ine shit. How the fuck do a nigga that's supposed to be Gotti and all this shit, how does he break the internet? You know how he broke the internet? You know how he got 2 million views? Cause it's 2 million soft ass, weak ass niggas that like this nigga. That's why. Ain't no more real niggas out here. The niggas that grew up when we grew up, the real niggas that would whoop your ass, the real niggas that would come and shoot your ass, them niggas are gone. It ain't nothing left out here in the world but internet thugs, keyboard killers, online gangsters. That's all that's out here. I'm telling y'all right now, when I saw Tekashi 6ix9ine get 2 million views, 2 million viewers, I said, this is what it is. This is what it is. And that nigga was so confident in his snitching. He was so confident in his own motherfucking bitch assness because he know niggas ain't gonna do shit. He knows it. He knows it for a fact. That's why he was on there taunting niggas. I know y'all niggas mad. I got him $500,000 worth of jewelry, nigga. This $1 million. If you don't have this watch, you can't even talk to me. I ain't beefing with nobody unless they got this watch. Who does that? I tell you who do it. Lying ass niggas. Internet killers, keyboard killers, internet gangsters, and online thugs. That's what they do. Because they know ain't shit gonna happen. And that's why they say what they say and do what they do. And everybody that's talking about all this shit with Ahmaud, and I'm gonna tell you, just like I said in that other show about them niggas that was out there on McMichael's block with guns and shit. First of all, like my brother Easy said, them guns they had was all whack as fuck with the exception of one. It was one nigga out there with a scar. All the rest of them guns was some bullshit ass 9mm carbines and some fucking 22s. Y'all ain't doing shit. Fuck you gonna do with a 22 rifle? Besides kill a motherfucking squirrel, raccoon, possum, maybe a coyote, or maybe a fox. Out there with some bullshit ass guns. Nigga wasn't nobody out there. Y'all wasn't ready to do shit. That's costume jewelry y'all niggas got on. Right, niggas out there with high points. Niggas out there with these high points. Fuck y'all, man. The fuck out of here with that shit, man. You got a high point talking about you ready for war. Boy, if you don't sit your motherfucking ass down and get out my motherfucking face on the internet. Everybody talking about, yeah, that's what's up. Them niggas ready. Them niggas wasn't ready for shit but an ass whooping. If your shit don't say, if you got a motherfucking rifle and on the side of it, it don't say Daniel Defense, it don't say Spikes Tactical, LaRue Tactical, Barrett, You ain't got no shit like that. You out there with that bullshit. Talking shit. Your shit chambered in 22. Stay your punk ass at home or go out in the forest and go and hunt some motherfucking varmint. Those are varmint rounds. Your shit ain't chambered in 5.56, 2.23, 308. I ain't trying to hear you. If your shit ain't motherfucking AK, if your shit ain't got that, stay your ass on the porch, man. You can't run with the big dogs. You not ready. You need more people. Yes, them niggas got that Harlem Night shit. Should you stop shooting that little shit? That nigga Arsenio was like, you shoot that shit one more motherfucking time, I'ma kick your ass. Shit. You ain't got no real motherfucking guns. I understand you starting out. But nigga, you ain't ready to go on the front line looking for trouble. Y'all motherfucking niggas, and think about this. You got a so-called militia of niggas that get together to go protest on a motherfucking block with some white folks because they want to protest against Ahmaud Arbery. I get it. But them same niggas should be the ones, don't you think, protesting in them same hoods where them motherfuckers selling dope. Protesting in them same hoods when them niggas shooting every night. Protesting in them same hoods where the trap house is at every night. You think? But you know why them niggas ain't there? You know why you don't see no selfies of these niggas out at 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night policing these niggas at the trap house? Because them niggas out there at the trap house got them AKs. Them niggas out there at the trap house got Glocks with 33 round mags. And them niggas don't want that smoke. They scared of them, but y'all ready to go and y'all ain't even going to get the white folks, but y'all going to walk up and down the block on the white people. Come on, man. Come on. You really that body and roddy? I should see selfies of you on your IG, on your TikTok, on your Facebook. Go Facebook Live on the Dope Boy set. You really that tough, nigga. Y'all really standing on it. Just like they had that militia in Michigan to escort that black politician lady. Okay, go ahead, brothers. Where the fuck y'all at Monday through Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday? That's one day. Y'all really about it? Y'all really own that? You really standing on it? Why ain't you in your hood on your block doing the same shit? Now, I know somebody saying, well, what the fuck you doing? Number one, I don't live in that neighborhood no more. I've been delivered. However, number two, when I did, that fuck shit didn't go on my block. Facts. Facts, nigga. Ask niggas about Brian. Ask niggas about them Redmonds on motherfucking 122nd. On 122nd and Norman, 121st on Princeton, niggas. What no fuck shit going on our block. Now that's real talk. I ain't had no selfies back then, nigga. I wasn't going live talking shit. Now, nigga, I was standing out there on the block. Some little young ghetto niggas paying about the projects coming to our neighborhood, acting like they about to motherfucking take over. You know what them little puss-ass niggas did? Them little niggas was shooting a BB gun, nigga. You know what the fuck I did? I went and got that Beretta 92 FS and stood out there like, what the fuck y'all niggas really want to do? And you know what them niggas did? They shut the fuck up and went in the house. I even had all the old mothers on the block like, that's right, Brian. Tell them we ain't doing that over here. I'm like, come on, niggas. Throw one more of them pellets out here and I'm going to throw some of these nines over there, nigga. Fuck y'all want to do? That's me, nigga. Fact check that. That's what the fuck I'm on. That's what I've been on. That's the cloth I'm cut from. I ain't called the police. That's what it is, okay? So I ain't just sitting here talking behind the motherfucking mic. I ain't just sitting here in the chat. Nigga, I'm telling you what I done did, and I'm putting it out there in the social media world, and people from my hood watch this shit. And they know. So it is what it is. But I'm telling you right now, I'm so tired of niggas just lying, and I'm tired of niggas talking shit and ain't doing shit. If you ain't doing shit, just be quiet, man. If you ain't about that life, be quiet. Say what you gonna say, make your points, but don't be threatening niggas. Don't be telling a nigga what they should happen to them. I hope you die, nigga. I hope you do. And you ain't doing shit. Shit, I hope motherfucking George Zimmerman die. You don't hear me talking about that shit. Why? Because I ain't going to kill George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman came up dead tonight, I'd be like, hey, about time. What the fuck took so long? But you ain't seeing me on here talking about, we gonna kill George Zimmerman, man. Fuck that, man. That motherfucker, that punk ass motherfucker fucking up Trayvon like that, man. I ain't doing that because I'm not gonna do it. That's how that shit's supposed to work. But when you got soft ass niggas out here, when you got these bitch raised niggas out here, that's right, bitch raised. They don't do nothing but loud talk. Bap, 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 bap. That's all they do. And don't none of them niggas show up. Don't none of them niggas pull up. And the 1 or 2 times every once in a while when the planets align and a nigga do meet, they still ain't on shit. Tired of you hoe ass niggas talking about what y'all gonna do and y'all ain't doing shit. If you ain't making no moves, shut the fuck up. And that's all I gotta say about that part. Now, got my I hate niggas rant out the way. Had to get that shit off my chest. I want to move into this shit from the past few shows that I done had, where people done called in. We done had some we've had some characters. we've had some characters. You know, we had some people that wanted to come on and didn't want me to talk. Even though I asked them, I said, please, can I ask a question? Can I please, can I ask a question? Please, can I ask a question? Please, can I ask a question? Can I please ask a question? Please, can I ask a question? Please. And they still wouldn't let me talk. I had to beg a motherfucker on my show to let me talk, and the motherfucker still wouldn't let me talk. I don't know. Then we had, just to recap, then we had a Fatal Attraction tranny come on with the legs crossed. I thought the tranny was going to try to give us a wee-wee shot. You know, back when we was kids, we used to say wee-wee. He was definitely a wee-wee watcher at some point. Now, he was definitely, I thought he was going to try to show his wee-wee. So I had to like minimize that picture real quick. I had to do that to protect the minds of YouTube. I had to protect y'all eyes and mine as well. But that person didn't want to actually have a conversation. And my thing is this. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. And I'm saying this now before I start taking these calls. Say what you want. And if you disagree with me, I'm okay with that. I'm fine. You can think what you like about me. I'm okay with that. But if you're going to make statements, let them be facts, not just feelings. I feel like Ahmaud Arbery didn't have to die. I feel that it was a tragedy that he is dead, which is why I've been talking about this shit since it happened. Because I feel that it should not have had to go down like that. Whether he was stealing or whether he was just construction inspecting, whether he was walking, whether he was running, whether if he was jogging 2 miles, 10 miles, or 25 miles. That's all trivial and it don't matter. The point is, he should not have had to die for something like that because he didn't know how to handle himself and he didn't know what to do in the moment. He did. And people don't want to accept that. And I'm okay with it. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. You don't have to believe how I feel. You don't have to feel that way. But you can't. You just can't have a conversation when you don't acknowledge facts. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. And I see that being the biggest discrepancy as far as what people are saying about me, what people want to say about me, and what they're disputing with me about. You are trying to make up shit and you want to lie and give this nigga every benefit of the doubt as opposed to looking at what's real and what the facts are and just saying, well, hey, I see, even though I don't agree with that's how it went down, but I see that's why it led to what it led to. You don't know a motherfucker who done grabbed a gun out of another motherfucker's hand and has been successful at saving their lives. The odds of it happening are what, 1 in a million? Who takes that chance? A person who is not well thought out and not well educated when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. All I wanted the brother to do was to live. That's it. And the only reason why I'm still talking about it is because I want other young brothers to live. And it doesn't matter what a motherfucker say, that brother that came in on that first show and commented, I'm a young black man, and I see what you saying. I understand now. That's what the show was for. All you other motherfuckers that think I'm a coon, think I'm a Uncle Tom, I hate myself, I'm evil, all that shit, fine. Fine, Eddie. My point was made and my mission, in my opinion, was carried out when that young brother understood what I was saying. Because I understand old niggas are stupid. And I understand you can't fix stupid. And I do understand that it's just some motherfuckers that have a slave-like mentality and the shit won't change. But I do understand that there are some people that can actually use facts, that can actually use logic and rational thought and make sense of what somebody's trying to say and may not agree with all of it, but can take the bits and pieces that they do agree with and apply it in their life. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do this show. That's what my platform is about. I'm trying to help anybody that watches this, that has the ability and the capacity to change, to become a better version of themselves. To be prepared in these streets. To have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's what I'm here to do. So anybody else, they got any other ideas, all that other shit, you can say it, but just know what it is I'm here to do and what it is I'm here for. I'm not here to make you niggas happy. I'm not here to appease you niggas. I'm not here to kiss y'all ass. I'm not here to motherfucking even say, well, if y'all gonna like my channel, if y'all gonna click if I wanted likes and views, nigga, I would be on here talking about how all women are beautiful. I'd be on here talking about how I love y'all. I'm so pro-black that black was made after I changed my name to black. I'd be on here saying all this shit. I'd be saying that Trump ain't shit, Trump are racist, and the black folks is going to take over and rise. This is the changing of the tide because we about to be the rulers we once was. That's what I would be saying. I would be saying that the system is what got us all fucked up. I'm tired of them taking advantage of us. They need to give us more stuff, more money, and more resources so that we can live. And these women out here that wear weave, they wear it because men love it. They wear it because they pump their asses up because we like fat asses. Come on, brothers, say that. That's what I would be doing. I'm not here for that. Call me Soto Raised, whatever the fuck you want to call me. He just like Tommy. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. All I'm doing is saying what's true. What I'm saying is fact. And the shit that I'm trying to do is change niggas' mentality. And I know I won't win them all. I know there will be a large multitude of niggas that will just be lost and will just be consumed by the purge. I'm fine with that, though. I'm okay with that. I understand that you can't change some niggas' minds. I understand that you cannot reason with a savage. I do understand that. And I'm fine with letting a tiger be a tiger. But I will fuck a tiger up. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. So, without further ado, I am gonna open up the lines, and then I'm also gonna go through some of these comments, because these comments are a fucking trip. The shit that motherfuckers was saying, it's so much shit that made no sense. I was just like, niggas are just stupid. Niggas, and it's like this. This was another thing I was saying the other day while I'm setting this up. I don't understand what the problem is as to why niggas cannot articulate their thoughts. They have no knowledge of English language. They cannot say a completed sentence with a thought in it and just say, hey, this is what I'm trying to say. Not even close. Won't even be in the ballpark. They won't even be in the ballpark. It's insane that I have to deal with people that can't speak, but always got some shit to say. You would think, when I was in school, the stupid motherfuckers, the motherfuckers that couldn't read, the motherfuckers that was dumb as hell, they shut the fuck up and was in the back of the classroom playing. Nowadays, today, the stupid motherfuckers, they be the main ones like, yeah, see what they had though, and they had and then they did that. That's what they did. Yup. That's what the fuck we dealing with today. That's what we dealing with, man. You the stupid motherfuckers back in the day, they would be in the back. Can I copy off your paper? They was at least smart enough to do that. Can I copy off your paper? What's the answer to number 8? Just show me with your hand. 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D. What's the answer? What you get for number 2? Nowadays, the dumb motherfuckers at the front. We don't need these tests. We don't need to take these. Why we doing this here tests? Tests? Motherfucker, what's a Tesla? You ain't say a Tesla? No, not a Tesla. What the fuck is a Tesla? I'm talking about these tests. Man. But I digress. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Let me grab this young page. You know what? I think I can just put it up on this page here. I think I could just do that. That'll be I think that would be easier. Yeah, I think that'll be easier to do that. Yep. Because I think I can just change. If I move this, yeah. Because then I can do the other thing with the StreamYard. So, okay. All right. I'm going to do it like this. I think this will be the best way to do it to where we will get the best results. So if I go here and then I go to the young channel, and then I should be able to go into my channel, and then it should show me my freaking comments. Is that under community? I think it is. I think I take a nap. Nope, it is not under community. Where is that shit at? Oh, no. It's under this. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Yep. There we go. We'll do that, and then we'll do this. So let me switch, go into studio, yeah, in the studio, whoa, Teddy Payne. All right, here we go. I got it up right there. Now I'm going to see if this will show up. Nope, it won't show up good this way. So I will get rid of that, and I'll just do the old grab joint here after I zoom in. So we'll zoom. Whoa, zoom. I like to fly far away from here, where my mind, oh, so fresh and clear. And I like the words that I long to see, where everybody can be what they want to be. Boo, boo, baby, baby. Boom, boom. Y'all remember that song? That's Lionel Richie, ain't it? Yeah. Whoa, whoa, zoom. I like to fly away. Well, I like to fly away. There we go. All right. So, here we go. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to pull up the young... Fly away. Hey, I didn't even know I was on over here. Let me close that. There we go. Let me go ahead and pull that up over here and hit the young StreamYards. And then we'll have that over here. Sweet. All right. So I'm gonna put the whatchamacallit up in 2.2 seconds. Once I put this in, and then you can either call in the meantime. I'm gonna read these motherfucking comments. And hey, I'm gonna tell you how I was so motherfucking not heated, but I was so agitated with the comments. I was like, I'm sending this motherfucking link to this show tonight to all these motherfuckers. I'm putting it in the comments. So you gonna see that under my replies. I'm putting that shit in there. I put that shit in there because I'm like, yeah. So I don't want to hear motherfuckers say, I didn't know you was doing a show. I would have been on now. Nope. Bring your ass on, nigga. Bring your ass on. Bring it on. All right. It's in thoughts. I'll call it that. Not but about Arbery. And I've been saying Arbery all this time when it's actually Arbery. So my apologies for that. I don't know why I was doing that, but I thought it was Arbery, not I thought it was Arbery, not Arbery. And then we're gonna allow that, yes, and we're gonna do this. No, that's XSplit, and I'm high definition. Yep, and that's good, and that's good, cool. And start cam. Enter. Yeah. All right. Ooh, let me fix my name. There we go. All right. Now I got the studio open and got that there. And now I'm going to put the whatchamacallit in the chat, and we'll put it also in here, and we're going to kick it off and get it cracking. Restore the chat. Here we go. There's the link there for the stream joint, and I'm going to put it also in the description box. Yep. It is up to date now in the description box, and I'm going to put it over here in the United Guns of America as well. Ooh, don't want to erase that part. There it is there, and there it is there. Cool. So we can do that damn thing there, but here we go. I'm going to read these motherfucking comments. All right, so first we got Aletha Jones. If you wanted to, I'm going to give them credit. I understand that some people be typing fast or they be on their phones. I understand that. If you wanted to debunk it, you should have waited a few more days because more facts are coming out, and he was just a jogger and they had been found following him. See what I mean? That's not true. That's not true. Here's my point. Did somebody catch him red-handed stealing with his hand in the cookie jar? We don't know. But we can definitely say this. The motherfucker was trespassing at the very least. And any motherfucking neighbor or concerned citizen that lives in that community had every right to, at the very least, contact that motherfucker and find out what the fuck he was doing. But we have nigga mentality that thinks you just let niggas do what they do until you see some, you don't say nothing. That's what motherfuckers is on. That's why our own communities are fucked up. That's why our own neighborhoods are the way that they are, and motherfuckers are just running amok, doing whatever the fuck they want to do to kids, old people, and everybody else. Because we have that mentality. You don't say shit to nobody and don't do shit, even if you see some shit that could be suspect. No, if I see some suspect shit, I'm going to question the suspect. Plain and simple. If you live next door to me and I see somebody walking on your property that I know don't live there and you ain't there, I'm going to find out who the fuck that person is. Now, if they just walk up to your door and knock on your door, no, I ain't got nothing to say about that. But if I see them walking around your property for 30 seconds or for 3 hours, I'm going to say something. Because I know that they don't belong there. Plain and simple. I even heard a motherfucker say Ahmaud Arbery may have been looking for work to work on the construction of the house. Come on, man. Seriously? It's like niggas love to just lie. Y'all want to make up every possible scenario, humanly possible, and say, that's what it could have been. No, man. You know, you got motherfuckers say, I'll walk around and look at, and just like I even saw Coleon Noor. He even did a video saying, well, he could have been there walking around just looking at the construction. Yes, he could have been. However, if that's what he was there to do, he shouldn't have a problem with somebody questioning him saying what the fuck he doing over there. He shouldn't have had a problem. If you ain't doing shit wrong, you ain't got a reason to run. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I am strapped and other people not, which is why if you ain't strapped, you shouldn't say shit. Pick the phone up, call the police, hang the fuck up. You right, Lorenzo. I agree with you 100% on that. But I'm just saying, stop making shit up and trying to give a motherfucker every benefit of the doubt. Because just like them cats, the way they approached that dude trying to stop them, they did that wrong. They did it wrong because they weren't prepared for shit to go left. Right, motherfucker said he was looking for a bathroom because he was jogging and had to take a piss, so he had to take a shit. So he was going to use the bathroom there because it was open construction. He was looking for a porta potty. What? Come on, man. Be realistic. We can all make assumptions about the shit, but you cannot negate the fact that, number one, he was somewhere that even if the average person was just walking by, you're not allowed to just walk up on private property. If you do, no, you ain't going to go to jail for 10 years, but you should expect for somebody to question that shit. Plain and simple. All right, here's what somebody else said. Here's what I posted in another video. This woman is lost and makes excuses for reckless behavior. Talking about Candace Owens. Her comments are reckless in these circumstances. Oh, no, this is too goddamn long. Arbery was hunted and killed. If anything, and I hate the fact that people are even saying that shit, but that's too much goddamn information. I'm sorry. Yeah, you got a fucking novel in here. Activewear are cost ineffective. You hear this nigga making excuses? Also, look. All right, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this. This motherfucker says also, I didn't know joggers were restricted to unique apparels. Physical activities do necessitate the need for special gears, but not all dedicated. Active runners wear special clothing, as many of active wear are cost ineffective. Many prefer to simply pull whatever is accessible in their closets. So to just say that the runners don't wear khaki shorts is dismissive, short-sighted, and unculturally silly. This is what I mean when niggas love to lie. Niggas love to lie. I love the way you lie. If that's not just flat out lying to try to support your narrative, I don't know what the fuck is. Are you serious? You're trying to now make excuse for this nigga having on some fucking shoes with no socks, a fucking white tee, and some fucking cargo shorts, some khaki shorts, saying that is normal runner's apparel? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Be reasonable, Buddha. Jesus Christ. let's see. I just can't. The witches burned in Salem, Massachusetts. Oh, thank you for correcting me because I was saying, what was I saying? I wasn't saying Salem. Oh, I was saying Selma. I still don't know how the fuck I got Selma, but whatever. Here's what Solo Romeo said. That number is a lie. Who believes them motherfuckers? I don't know what number you're talking about. They lynched and burned black people. Oh, I guess they were talking about the number of lynchings. When she said 3,500 people were lynching. Did that person come with any other facts to dispute what that person was saying? Of course not. I'm just going to say some shit to say some shit. That's what I'm going to do. Then we go on down further to say, they lynched and burned black people back in the day. Before they did that, they cut off their body parts. I said that. Then, so the fuck what, nigga? What the fuck are you doing now? You people are sickening. Thanks for sharing. I suggest you broadcast to more platforms simultaneously. So that's some motherfucker trying to tell me to apply for some shit. But I don't know what the fuck Groove Master was saying. He got like a bass guitar in this little picture there, but he's saying, so the fuck what, nigga? What the fuck are you doing now? You people are sickening. Nothing else. All right. I suggest you, and that's this other shit about this. Matter of fact, I can get rid of this shit. Nigga trying to tell me to go to motherfucking Restream. Remove that. How about that? Then will he blackout? I guess that's his name. I guess that's what this motherfucker's saying. 1,300 lynchings of white people reported. Okay, because I said I don't know of white folks being lynched. That has never come up in my years of education, which ain't many, and I don't have the best, but that never came up. So 1,300 lynchings of white people reported. Okay. Then he said at the 24-minute mark, the lynching number is the reported number of lynchings. You should probably add at least 400 to 600 to that total for a length of time that long. Okay. I'm cool with that. I mean that because that wasn't really my driving point. So if that number is, if you want to add a few hundred to that or whatever, fine. That's fine. Ebo, this show is dumb. We can see you don't love God. Wow. God's people ain't scary. Your future will be worse. Arbery will be worse. Arbery, it's easy to see. So you know I don't love God and my show is dumb. Okay, why not just click the fuck off? I don't know. But moving right along. Oh, there's somebody talking about R. Kelly. This documentary made this fool look like a straight pervert. Nothing can save you, Mr. Kelly. Your ass is grass. Motherfuckers are still talking about this R. Kelly shit on as you can see. That's a day ago. Motherfucker, y'all know how long I did Kales. That was back what? Last fucking man. Was that in fucking that was in 2019, I think it was. Whatever. I love Candace Owens, Johnny Elligan. Alrighty. Willie Johnson. Keep defending Master. Keep justifying why this mob was justified in killing this man. Arbery, and Trayvon had more courage in a single strand of hair than you have ever demonstrated in your life. Because I've known this motherfucker since I was born, obviously. I don't know where Willie Johnson is from or where he was born, but I've known this motherfucker since then. I get it. Okay. Then, at least Candace sees it wrong. This clown says it was Arbery's fault. What I said, and I'll say it again, what he did is what led to his death. That's what I'm talking about. The actions that he made led to his death. Were people wrong on both sides? Yes. However, I think out of all of this, Ahmaud lost the most because he's dead. That's all I'm saying. I think Ahmaud is the one who lost the most out of this. And that's what I would like to prevent. That's what I would like to prevent, because there are more people who would be in Ahmaud's position that could possibly learn from this that I care about than the other side. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Matter of fact, let me see if I can redo this window. Hold on. Hold up. Because I want to be able to get all of this in. Yeah, I think I can do that if I just make it a little bit better. Let's come right over here. Yeah. Then I'll get in all of this. Yep. Boom. See, it made it better. Got it better. Better. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. All right. So keep defending, Master. Trayvon had more courage in a single strand of hair, Arbery and Trayvon, than you had ever demonstrated in your life. Sipping passion fruit wine, sipping from your white, supporting your white masters. Tell us exactly what you are. Because I like wine. Is something wrong with that? It's telling you who I am? What the fuck is wrong with niggas, man? This shit is crazy. Man, I tell you, you don't know the law either. They didn't kill him in the house. They legally blocked the street and murdered him. I never said that they killed him in the house. You see how motherfuckers would just say shit to try to make a point? I've never said that. They killed him in the house. That was never a point of mine to be made. And that's what he's saying. The ideological logic I'm hearing is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Okay. Willie Johnson also says, you can keep deleting my comment. I still won't stop you from being the topic of Willie D. They did see a commission of burglary. I don't know what the fuck that means, because I haven't deleted any of his comments, as you can clearly see. So I don't know why he's saying that, but whatever. Let's see. Damn, Brian, you had me dabbing my eyes with that opening video. Yeah, that father and son. My man, Big Mo, great point of the stream. If you are so endangered, why aren't you protecting yourself? You see, ain't nobody address that shit. Smoke, please. Can I ask a question? Smoke. Oh, that's Kyle Larkins. Laugh out loud. He got you with that fake Tommy line. I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever. Then Trucker C. I usually only comment once, but Brian, you've been hitting us with so many gems. I'm rewatching this show. Oh, that's about the have the standards with women. Yeah. All right. Another excellent show. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, Trucker C. They'll get manslaughter. Won't be convicted of murder, 5 to 7 years max. Now, here's my thing with the whole conviction. I don't know if they're going to be convicted or not, because it's such a political thing to it. It's so many politics is playing into it. Because number one, the fact that these motherfuckers was able to sit on this shit from February until now, that goes to show you how deep the ties are with the fucking Justice Department that they in the area that they live in. That goes to the fact that they didn't bring this shit to the forefront and deal with this shit head on, goes to show you how plugged, connected, how many and how much their relationship that they have with the county that they're in and the area that they live in. It goes to show you that they know people. Plain and simple. Because ain't nobody gonna sit on no shit this long unless you got some political connections. So they got connections politically. You had all of those fucking district attorneys not fucking recuse themselves from this because they know him, because they know his daddy, and I'm sure they know his daddy, they know his son. So it's like it's too many motherfucking ties for a motherfucker to even be able to say, oh, when they go into jail, they might not get time, or because of the political climate of this shit, they just might get time. They might have to appeal it or whatever later on down the line, but it may happen. Just like how they did the dude in Chicago that shot that kid 13 times. Under normal circumstances, that motherfucker, because there is no law to shoot a motherfucker 1 time or 13 times. It ain't no law against that. But because of the political and the social pressure that they got, they sent that motherfucker to jail. So I'm just saying the shit can happen and it can go down like that. But it's just a thing of just saying, well, I don't know if they gonna get that kind of time or not. I don't know how that shit's gonna work. Actually, we got somebody that came in, Jigs Broadcast. I'm gonna bring you in 1 second, brother, and you can voice your opinion. Let me go ahead and do this. And oh wait, that is wrong. Shit, that's wrong. I done clicked on the wrong thing. But I'm bringing you in. Go ahead, Jigs Broadcast. What's your thoughts? Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me, man? Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I was watching Tommy's hookup today with the lawyer, and he had some really good points, man, but it still stands where this guy, he was pretty much the contributor to his own demise, man. No matter how you look at it, it wasn't even about him even being burglary or whatever. He still reacted in a way where it was kind of like you messing with some idiots.
And that was my thing. It's like, and that's what people don't want to accept. And with you making that statement, it doesn't mean that the white folks that was involved, the racist white guys that was there, that they didn't play a part in it and that they were right in what they did. That's not what we're saying. That's not the point that's being made. The point that's being made is that what they did was wrong, questionable. You could say they shouldn't have did, but they had every right to question a motherfucker that's in their neighborhood that they don't know or that they have suspected before to be doing fuck shit. And even if they were gonna shoot him down and gun him down like an animal in the woods, they could have did that way before it actually came down. Absolutely. They could have did it when he was running up, and people don't want to acknowledge that. So you say that to somebody and say, well, yeah, they just wanted to kill him. They could have just shot him when he was running, because everybody that was there, the person that was filming the shit and everything, they were all on the same team. All that shit, that dude trying to act like Brian Williams, whatever the fuck his name is, trying to act like I had no part to this. Bullshit. Right. You was right there with him trying to track that motherfucker down, or you wouldn't have had your motherfucking ass in the car when they was going after the dude.
But I got one for you. What if black folks in the hood adopted that same type of attitude that them white boys did? Anybody be next door at my neighbors? I don't care if we are. You can call it overreacting or whatever. What if they took that attitude in the hood to those thugs and those gangsters and all those savages? What if they took? I guarantee it'll change the way the hood even looks, man.
You are 1,000% correct. And that's the point that I'm making, is why I said earlier about my rant about why I hate niggas. Because niggas don't want to do what these white folks do. And that's why white folks' neighborhoods stay safer. That's why, yes, fuck shit still happens in white neighborhoods. But that's why, for the majority, that shit stays safer there. Even when you go to fucking trailer parks where they nothing but poor white trash living there. They don't have all this kind of fuck shit happening on a consistent basis. They got their meth heads. They got their druggies. They got their prostitutes and they whores and all that shit in them same trailer parks. You will see them. But they don't have drive-by shootings. They don't have motherfuckers shooting up niggas at houses, shooting up niggas' trailers. You don't see that shit.
Yeah.
You just don't. And the reason why is because them motherfuckers will tell. Yes, we saw Todd after he did that meth. He went over there and shot up Brent's trailer. We saw it. That's what they will do while they're flaming up their meth.
That's what the hood is missing. We missing the assholes. We missing the nosy ass old ladies, and we missing those asshole dads. My dad was an asshole. Kept me out of a whole lot of trouble.
That old motherfucking neighbor
of
you
his
had.
assholeness.
Do you remember the old neighbor you had that didn't want you to walk on their grass?
Yes, sir.
Sit on that porch all day or be in that window of that house, and if you walk close to that grass, get off my grass.
Gonna be some trouble.
Or exactly. And you know what that taught us? It taught us, even though he was an old mean motherfucker, it taught us to respect other people's shit. Yes. It taught us to have the respect of just saying, hey, man, you live your life the way you want to live it, but I just can't be up in your shit like it's mine because this is your property. This is your yard. Yeah, we want to play football in the street and tackle on the sidelines and all that shit, but we know we can't do that shit in Mr. Jones' yard because he don't fucking play.
That was out of bounds.
It was exactly. You know what I'm saying? We would do that shit, but we knew where we could do that on the block. We get the basketball rim and set it up on the with the crate or whatever, and we set it up, put it on the pallet, build the 2 pieces of wood and the backboard, and do it. We could do that in front of certain people's houses. Other people's houses, I don't want all that noise. I don't want all that dribbling and shit in front of my house. Take that shit down the street.
Stay away from my damn cars. You bump my car.
And I don't want you niggas dribbling and shit and falling by my fucking car. We was motherfucking 10, 11, 12 years old. We didn't understand that shit. But as you get older, you do. I don't want no motherfucker hitting my goddamn car, tearing off my mirror. Well, I never forget this nigga Don. I gotta tell this story. This motherfucker, we playing football in the street. Night game. So we under the street lights, pole to pole. This motherfucker was so fast that he went and caught a motherfucker, and it was tackled on the sidelines. So by the curb, you could tackle a motherfucker. But he ran down Kevin Nemont, caught him, and they was falling, and he realized he was so close to a car, he didn't want Kevin to hit the motherfucking car, so he turned his body, still holding on to this nigga Kevin, and fell, and his face took the mirror off a car, and the nigga wasn't hurt. We could not believe. We just knew niggas about to go to the hospital. I swear to God, he took a nigga car mirror, the side view mirror came clean off, and with his face, we thought like, damn, this nigga about he got to be hurt. That nigga got up like, no, I'm straight. And it's like, I just didn't want him to get hurt. We was like, wow. But I just had to tell that story, man. But I'm just saying that shit was crazy. But like you were saying, though, when it comes to just us looking out for us taking care of our own, us being able to have a neighborhood that's safe. How many times do you see these mothers on TV talking about, I just want my baby to be able to play outside. They can't play outside. We want to blame the police. We want to blame everybody else, the system. Ain't no midnight basketball leagues, the parks is closed. We want to blame all that shit, but we won't police our own neighborhoods to the point to where we won't even stop somebody or say something to somebody that looks like they doing fuck shit.
No, we have the people against us. Just like I'm originally from Detroit, and they had the 300 in the D, and we still got the 300, but they're not effective anymore. They just regular citizens.
What was I don't know what that is. What's the 300?
So the 300 it composed of police officers, off-duty police officers, probably retired police officers, but it's a group of guys that and it's a community. Dudes just in the community to police their own. The motive was to police your own people. And so what they were doing was because there was so many murders, man, and with so much people, B&Es and all kind of stuff that's going on in the D, they got this group up, man. This group was banging. And they still in effect, they still active. Mm-hmm. But what happened was that there was a murder, and these guys, they went and started working with the police, and they were doing their own street investigations. And they were, they was kind of like doing it streetwise, what I'm saying, with the help of the police. But, the people who didn't like it, they had some girls or something like that. They had them in the police garage interrogating them and stuff like that, because they figured that they knew something about what happened in the murder. Man, it got on the news. The neighborhood started fighting against them, talking about they was messing with people's rights and stuff like that. And I'm like, wait, this is thugs and these are savages, man. What are you talking about? We were supposed to be policing our own.
Right.
Next thing you know, it's just Knicks now. But you still got what's that doggone what's that for the murder? It comes on all the time. I think is where when somebody get murdered,
First 48.
And they always, which one is it?
First 48?
Not First 48. No, I'm talking about something on the news that you know, when somebody get murdered, they go and the family be in front of the camera pleading for somebody to come forward. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, Crime Stoppers?
Crime Stoppers.
Yeah. Yep.
Crime Stoppers. And it's funny how when you see Crime Stoppers, these same people that's begging other people to say something and say they know it, they didn't say anything.
Yep.
When they knew something.
And you know what? I can definitely say this, and y'all tell me or let me know if y'all disagree or if I'm lying. When it comes to the hood, when it comes to shit that goes down in the hood, everybody within no more than 8 hours knows what really happened, who really did it, and why they did it.
Right.
I'll even go as far as to say within 24 hours. Niggas in the hood, the word is gonna travel. If a motherfucker gets shot, within 24 hours, there is hood knowledge going around to know who did it, why they did it, and who was all involved. We know
Absolutely.
all the niggas that, man, whatchamacallit shot up such and such. Oh, that's who did that? Yeah, why did he do it? Well, you know, him and whatchamacallit, they got into it like 2 weeks ago, and then they saw each other, and that's when that motherfucker. And we'll sit back and be like, wow, yeah, I remember that. That was some shit. That's why he did that shit. Yeah, man, that's why that motherfucker did it. But we, and so if that's what we get within the first 24 hours, a week, 2 weeks later, motherfuckers just ain't saying shit because they don't want to say shit because they don't give a shit. Then when it's their cousin, when it's their brother, when it's their little sister, and the shit happens, now it's all we need to come forward. I'm going to find out who did this shit, Joe. I'm going to do this shit. Or you have these nigga vigilantes that's going to take the shit into their own hands. I ain't talking to the police. I ain't going to tell the police nothing, man. Fuck that. We got it. We ain't going to say nothing, y'all. We handle our own business.
Yeah. It was a guy that just happened. He got shot on a freeway and he lived, but they were saying, you know, do you know who shot? He knew who shot him. He said, nah. He was, you know, it's kind of like, they like, we're going to arrest you. Man. You messing with evidence, partner. You know what I'm saying? You know who it is. Do not try to take it, but this is what they do, man.
Right. And then and my thing is this, because I'm all for policing your own and all of that. But why not use the police? Because you actually have, and motherfuckers don't want to admit this shit. I'm glad I just thought of it. There are so many more police officers that actually take pride in what the fuck they do, that actually give a shit about the community, whether they black, white, Hispanic, or Asian, whatever the fuck, that actually do give a shit and want to solve these crimes. They want to stop these motherfuckers from doing this fuck shit. And y'all motherfuckers don't want to help them. Yeah. If you ain't gonna be the motherfucker that's gonna fix this shit, why not be the person to at least offer up the information that you know in hopes of catching these people? Because what happens is y'all don't say shit, y'all don't talk to the police, case go cold, another unsolved murder, then it's don't nobody care about the hood. Don't nobody care about us. Don't nobody want to come see. Ain't nobody gonna see about us. They don't get no fuck. That's why we out here on our own.
And then they turn the hood right back into the city that it used to be with gentrification, and then they complain about that.
And the main part about that is while all that crime going on, crime rate goes up, property value goes down, value goes down, taxes go down, less resources for your community, then everything is closed, the city ain't got shit going over there no more, the parks closed, the little booth houses closed, the rec centers closed, all that shit closed, and don't nobody give a fuck about y'all because y'all don't give a fuck about y'all. Yes, that's how that shit works. The schools turn to shit. The schools get wild. You have less quality teachers. You have less quality principals. Schools ain't got books. Schools don't have resources. The schools don't, all the shit that's there is broken. It's chains on the doors. The fucking doors don't work. Shit don't work. Windows busted out. You don't have no money in your schools, and all you saying is, help us. Ain't nobody here to help us.
Yeah.
Because you're not helping yourself. Every drug dealer you see on the block, every nigga you see breaking into houses, every crackhead you see out on the corner, every motherfucker you see doing fuck shit in your neighborhood is fucking up your resources. Yours. They are the ones that's making all your shit. The books you want your kids to have, the computers you want your kids to have in your school, them the motherfuckers that's driving down your shit.
And you know what, Brian?
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure, man, that right now we keep sidetracking ourselves with excuses. It's like this whole thing with what's going on with this guy Arbery. Is it Arbery?
Arbery, yeah, Arbery.
It's stuff like this that shows us. It mirrors how we feel about ourselves. We should not be arguing as Black folks about if it's racial, if we are making excuses. If we was going to do something, when something like that happened to him, that's in Georgia. Georgia's supposed to have been in there standing up. And I ain't talking about just Black folks, everybody. There's no way that we can sit back right now and say, we as just Black folks, we going to separate ourselves. We've been separated for how many years, man? And we still talking about we ain't even that large. And then on top of us not even being that large, we don't stick together at all.
Exactly.
We don't we got so many people that want this to happen, but we're far and few. It's, we so sprinkled. You got people that's in the hood, and they have good intentions in the hood. They get in the hood and they like, man, we gonna turn this around. They got all this, and they've been doing it for 20 years, and it didn't even get nowhere near better or even a little bit better. It got worse.
Yeah.
It got worse because people like yourself, people like Tommy, and a couple other guys out here that's actually saying something to shock the soul. They don't want to hear it because it wakes them up.
Yep. It gives them.
And if you get woke up and people keep showing you what the problem is, all you're going to do is either do something about it or still get agitated. And then you're just going to keep acting like you don't hear what they're saying.
You're right.
And that's what happened. And then you're going to sit back and want to go and go at the people that look like you because they're telling you something that you need to hear.
Yep.
You need to hear it.
Yep.
A lot of us did. It was so much that woke me up, man, where I was in the hood, but I was never of the hood. I got out of there at 18. I was out.
Lucky.
I was gone. But I went to another hood.
Lucky. Yep.
The military.
Same.
And anybody to tell you about the military, bro, it is more hood than what people can imagine. You got the same amount of gangs. Mm-hmm. You got murders, rapes. You got people that's traumatized in the military.
And what's the thing about the military?
Anybody will tell you about Fort Hood, Texas. I'm telling you.
But what's the thing about the military, though, when it comes to crime? What do?
Oh, shit. It's over with. They get rid of that shit real fast.
They police their own.
Police their own. And at the end of the day, look, I know people, man, that done did crime. Even though they got policed, they got caught, they got punished, they still didn't get kicked out. I know guys like that.
Yeah.
They police their own, but they still would keep their own. It's a real fickle world. It's a life, man, that it's not like anything else. Yeah. But when you talk about separation, it's big time separation in the military, man.
But see, the thing is this: that's everywhere. That's everywhere. And
I don't really oppose of it though.
And the thing, I was just gonna say that's not a bad thing because like-minded should stick to like-minded. Those that are like me, I should be around those that are like me. It's when you come in contact with others that are not like you as to where you need to have mutual respect. If you have mutual respect, then you have harmony. The only problem with that is it's very difficult for somebody to respect you more than you respect yourself. That's just like, and that's when you look in the hood, the respect people have for your crackheads, the respect you have for your neighborhood thieves, the respect you have for those other people that are in your neighborhoods, it's different because of how they respect themselves. That neighborhood hoe can't tell you shit as a woman, as a young girl or whatever, even though she may have some valuable information for you, but you gonna look at her differently because of how she treats herself. And until you hear her story, you can't even begin to respect them. You can't even begin to acknowledge what it is that they're doing and why they're doing it and all. You can't until you hear their story. But when it comes to us and other races, we need to be more focused on us and getting our shit together. And we can educate the other side and get the other side to understand what the fuck we're trying to do so that they can respect us and they will respect us. But we still need to draw a line in the sand too.
Yeah.
And say, look, y'all motherfuckers ain't just gonna come over here and do this fuck shit. And while we say that, we need to turn right back around and say, hey, y'all motherfuckers over here, y'all ain't gonna be doing this fuck shit. Because I'm gonna hold your ass more accountable than I'm gonna hold these motherfuckers accountable, because you right here with me, motherfucker. You know what this shit is. It's just like your kid. I'm gonna chastise my child more than I'm gonna be willing to chastise a kid I don't know, because that's a motherfucker I raised.
Right.
It's that simple. Those that are like you, those that come from you, you should definitely make sure that they got their shit together first.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
But let me go ahead and get into some other people, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother. Thank you so much.
No doubt, man. I definitely support, homie.
All righty. Peace.
Hey up, man. All right.
My man Bolo TV. Hold on, and before I let you go, Bolo, I'm gonna say this one thing. When he was talking about people hearing the truth and people hearing what's real, the truth sounds like hate to people who hate the truth. I want to say I heard that from Steven Jackson, the basketball player. I want to say that's who said that. Either Steven Jackson said it or Jalen Rose said it. I'm going to say it one more time. Truth sounds like hate to people who hate the truth. And I believe that there are so many of us that don't want to hear this shit because it is the truth. And that's why they'll say, it's easier to say, I hate myself, or it's easier for you to say that I hate myself than to acknowledge the truth in what I'm saying. It's easier for you to call me a coon than to acknowledge the truth and the facts in what I'm saying. It's a lot easier for you to hate on me and tell me I need to die, tell me I'm just like I'm the boot-licking master loving slave. It's easier to do that and to put that on me. It's easier to wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby, than it is for you to accept the truth of it, because the problem that comes with the truth is that once you know the truth, you know the truth. And now, especially with men, in creeps accountability and responsibility. And there are so many of us that don't want that responsibility or that accountability because they've been raised by single women. There's so many of us that don't want to take that shit on because they know that what it's going to take for them to hack. Now I got to change. Now that I know what's up, I got to change. That's what happens to men. When they hear the truth, they have to change now. They have to begin to hold themselves accountable. They have to now say, damn, I hate the fuck shit that I've been doing because I now know that the fuck shit that I've been doing ain't right. Just like me. Do you know the shit that I see, the shit that I say? I know that motherfuckers don't want to hear the shit. Hell, I see what they do to Tommy. I know motherfuckers don't want to hear it. I know people don't like it. I know people gonna call me names and say whatever they gonna say about it. I know it. But I can't live with myself if I know the truth and I won't say shit. I know that's what the burden is. Just like in the Avengers, when motherfucking Thanos told motherfucking Tony Starks, He said, you ain't the only motherfucker cursed with knowledge. And he used that word curse specifically. Because even though Thanos was doing something that was fucking unthinkable, Thanos believed in it as much, he believed in it so much that it was something that he had to do. Because he figured, if I don't do this, we will all die. If I don't do this, it will be over for everyone. So his philosophy and his mentality and his thought was, I gotta kill half to save the whole. I have to create this balance because there's so much out of balance. I gotta do some shit that people ain't gonna wanna hear. I mean, people ain't gonna wanna see. I gotta do some shit that people ain't gonna wanna have done. I gotta say some shit that people ain't gonna wanna hear. And I have to be something that people ain't gonna like for me to be. But I'm doing it because if I don't, I can't live with myself. And I know that it will be the end of all of us. I know when I hear fuck shit, when I hear the shit, all the shit that I do, the shit that I do shows on, that shit is shit that strikes my nerve, strikes a nerve with me, it strikes a chord in me. And I say, I have something to offer on this. There's plenty of shit that I see Tommy do, and I'd be like, oh man, he knocked that shit out the park. I ain't got to do nothing about that. Plenty. And then there's sometimes, even when I call into the show, there's something that I have in me that says, I need to try to add what I can add to this. Just like Bolo. Bolo calls in and he adds what he needs to add from his perspective. He does shows. Bolo shows ain't the most popular. Everybody don't want to hear that shit. Everybody don't want to see that shit. But he knows what he has to do and what he has to say. Because if he don't, it will eat him up. Tell me if I'm lying, Bo.
You brought chills to me, man. You brought chills to me. Because unfortunately, in this world, you have a lot of our people that are born in darkness, and when they finally see light, it hurts their eyes and they take it to be evil because it hurts their eyes. And they don't understand that it's enlightenment. You know, we're a bunch of people that have been taught to be emotional and not be logistical. You know, so even when you and Tommy eloquently break down these videos frame by frame of the young man, unfortunately, that passed, this is not about emotion. You know what I'm saying? This is about what facts. You know, you have to understand that it's done strategically to us when they separated the father from the home, because they know that the woman is emotional and they know that the man is not going to get that portion of the yin that they should get that's going to help them to delineate the situation that they're in. To say there's 3 men with a gun and I'm by myself. So the best thing for me to do is either continue running through those bushes or just explain to them what I'm doing here and figure it out from there.
Exactly.
That's our problem.
And you
our
know
problem.
And with just that being said, here's the two sides to that. Let's just say that Ahmaud was this upstanding pillar of his community who was out on an afternoon jog or an afternoon stroll and was curious about the new construction of that home and wanted to just see it. If that was the case, because you're not armed, and because you do have 2 white, racist, Anglo-Saxon, Ku Klux Klan, upper echelon motherfuckers on your ass, if you cannot defeat that enemy that is in your presence, why not, since you're such this great guy, just submit to their questions and say, hey guys, I was just jogging and wanted to see the place. Well, we're going to hold you here till the police come. Okay, that's fine. Bring the police. I didn't do anything wrong. All right, you nigger, you motherfucker, lay your ass on the ground. Hey, man, I don't know what your problem is, fellas, but I just wanted to just see the construction that was over there at that house. I was out for a jog and my car goes, so what the fuck you doing jogging around here? We don't let niggers jog around here. Hey, sir, let's just wait for the police then. Because right now you are outgunned. So it ain't no fight for your life. It ain't no, oh, he gassed, he had to do that. It's just saying, hey, now let's flip it over. Let's say he is a diabolical, no good, low down, thieving motherfucker. Fine. Once you see they got the drop on you, coattail don't argue with the wind and be the fuck gone. Obviously, you're a great runner. You 25 in the prime of your life. And you got these two fat motherfucking old white men or damn near middle-aged white men. Nigga, you tell me you can't outrun them by dipping and dodging through the sides of these cribs and shit? Fuck out my face on the internet. Either way, being the good guy or the bad guy, what I want brothers to know, what I want young black men to know is that motherfucker, when you outgunned and you outman, get the fuck out of the way or get the fuck out of Dodge or put your hands up and submit. It ain't no coward shit. It ain't no punk ass shit. You ain't no hoe ass nigga by doing that.
Death ain't
when
the
they
answer.
get the drop on you, nigga, give it up. It's just like if a nigga catch me right now going to the garbage and a nigga come up to me and boom, motherfucker, put your motherfucking hands up. I got a gun on my hip. You know what the fuck I'm gonna do? Go ahead, man. Now I have in my mind, I'm gonna think, if this motherfucker gonna really try to kill me, I might as well fight for my life right now.
But you see what you did right there, Brian? What you did right there was you thought.
Yes, but I thought. Because
you didn't
he might be
jerk.
like, yeah, nigga, I've been watching your bitch ass on the relationship rehab, nigga. I've been watching you with Tommy, nigga. Now I done pulled up. I'm gonna murk your ass, motherfucker. Now I know what this dude's intentions are. So now it's gonna be, all right, I gotta fight for my life.
Right, that's
but
different.
I thought first, and my first initial movement was to submit with a gun on my hip. Thinking is all I'm trying to get brothers to
That's
do.
all anyone is ever saying. In any situation, I don't care how dire it is, there is always a picosecond, nanosecond of clarity in there for you to make a judgment call. Exactly. You have to remember, to every action, there is an equal reaction. So your job is to try and decrease the anger and the attitude that is already there. Not to add already too much emotion already to an emotional situation. That's not your job. Your job is, it's even when I take classes and listening to people speak and listening, they'll tell you, listen, when someone is yelling, if you tend to lower your voice, they'll tend to follow. When you tend to get louder, they'll follow. This is how you control the situation, by always thinking. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie called Shoot 'Em Up, where the bad guy was an army dude and he was killing the good guy was killing all the bad guy's men. And the bad guy's right-hand man said, yo, Duke, why aren't you pissed off or upset? He said, I want to be upset. But when you get pissed off and angry, your brain releases a chemical that keeps you from thinking. It dumbs you down to an animal.
Wow.
So I have to keep myself in that zone. Don't get it. I'm upset, but I got to stay in control. That's our problem.
Right.
Our problem is when you remove the man, and you remove, what you're essentially removing is understanding, especially from the man's perspective, from the young man's perspective. These young men are running around with the temperament of women.
Yep.
They react instead of think. Their patience is short, and they're not logistical at all.
Yep.
That's the problem. And you only see that most of the time in Black and Hispanic families.
Yes. And the thing with that is what people need to understand, because we say that a lot, that, you know, because it's not fathers around, because they have their like around these women, they're thinking different. What it does is, because women do this, and you see a lot of times, the majority of the time, women don't die in these situations.
Nope.
They don't. They can wild out, jap out, motherfucker. Y'all got me fucked up out here, bitch. I done told you, bitch. And they won't die.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we speak so much about this is because men, young boys, they will kill you because you are a bigger threat. You are physically a bigger threat. So you have a man's body with a woman's mentality that's out of balance.
And they
what
don't
it
understand.
does is I'm more inclined to shoot a bear that's acting wild than I am to shoot a bunny that's acting wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
I'm taking that cliche, man. I'm gonna take that example.
Presence, go ahead, man. 5% royalty.
I'll give you
the physicality of a bear with the mentality of a woman is a danger to me than a bunny with the mentality of that same type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'm not worried about a bunny. If I'm a lion, I don't concern myself with the affairs of the motherfucking sheep and the gazelles and shit. I eat them. However, when there's another lion on deck, I'm at that motherfucker.
You see what's happening right now? There's too much knowledge being drawn, brother. There's too much truth.
And there's somebody right now refusing to acknowledge that truth. And they say, yeah, but still, they was right. And
because you know what happens when they do that, Brian?
And the fact that you don't think that, then that makes you a motherfucking coon. That makes you...
Yeah.
What about what I said, though? What is it about what I said that's not factual? If you're telling me that you are more focused on what happened to this dude being the white man's fault, being Trump's fault, being a thing to where, but they should have never fucked with him. If you're more focused on that and he's dead and gone, as opposed to the next black boy that's going to be walking down the street tonight, tomorrow, or this weekend that could potentially wind up in that same situation or similar, then all you're here for is for the drama.
And here's the thing, too, to add on top of that on what you're saying. The reason why these people don't want the truth or they fight the truth is because of their conscience. Because once you get that truth, the truth is so potent and so strong that it pierces your inner being. It pierces your subconscious, because now when you get to be by yourself, it's going to bother you. And you're going to have to either acknowledge that you have to make a change or acknowledge that you're part of the problem. And that's where it's going to kill your conscience. And this is why they want to stay in ignorance. They want to stay in bliss. This is why they curse you out and call you the coon and call you the Uncle Tom and all that, because they don't want to hear you. This is why a lot of the times when you watch these shows, when the woman gets on first, she yells and says whatever. When the man comes on, what does she do? She interrupts him. And she starts yelling because she don't want the truth to come out. She doesn't want that perspective to be heard, because now the audience is going to go to him. And that's what these guys do. They don't want to hear what you have to say. So this is why they interrupt you. This is why they jump from place to place like a puff of smoke, because they know if you say, let's slow it down and let's deal with every part of what you're saying. They don't want that. They want to talk mad fast and mad quick like women. And that's our problem. You know what I'm saying? And then they have to realize that you have to become the change, like you said.
Yes.
When you realize that you're the problem, you have to first, like Tommy says, when you realize you're the problem, you become the solution. The hardest hurdle that you're going to have is going to be you.
Yep.
It's going to be you. Listen, man, I suffered from depression. And I had to know, and I had to learn that it was myself that put myself there. And the only person that can get me out was me. It took a long time to understand that. Now, there's people that helped me after I realized that I was the problem. But I have to realize that I'm the problem.
Yep.
And that's what it is with our community. And unfortunately, a lot of us are going to have to die to get that clarity and understanding. This is not for everybody. Truth is a hard road to travel, Brian. You know that.
Yep, it is.
Truth is lonely.
It's out. Ooh, I was just about to say it, and it's lonely, bro.
It's lonely as hell, man.
It's lonely, man.
It's lonely.
I tell you that. If I ain't learned shit from this, it's lonely, dude.
And that's why when people,
I will say this, and thanks for the well, go ahead with your last word, bro.
Yeah, let me say it. And that's why when you meet fellow truthers, that I like to call them, you click. I don't even gotta know you. It's just something that clicks like, yo, bro, listen, I got your back, dog. And that's what it is. Thank you for allowing me to be on your platform, and thank you.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, man. Godspeed. Let me say this about loneliness. Most of the time, and people know that I support Tommy Sotomayor. People know that I call into the show and all that everybody knows this. But what a lot of people don't know is that I check in on Tommy at least every other day. I'll text him, and he can attest to this. I don't know if he's watching or if he's living his life like it's golden, but he can attest to this. I'll just ask him simply, how you doing, bro? Always, how you doing, bro? What's up with you? You doing okay? Just checking in on you. Because I know that there is a loneliness that is befallen on him that I don't even want to have. He don't have a wife at home that he can talk to. He don't have that many people that he can lean on. And that loneliness that comes with this shit, with this truth, with this knowledge, all of that shit, it ain't fun. It ain't fun. It's isolating. It's depressing, and it's sad. So when he doing a show and he get mad as fuck at somebody for wasting his time, when he's doing a show and he have them motherfuckers that do the laugh when you pointing out facts and you're actually trying to have a discussion with somebody, regardless of whether they agree with you or not, and they do stupid shit, it's beyond frustrating. It frustrates me, and I ain't even on the goddamn show. So I know what it is to be doing what he doing day in and day out, and that shit to be like that, because I'm a little ass YouTuber. This nigga one of the biggest YouTubers out right now today, and he deals with the shit day in and day out. I don't know if I could do it. I really don't know. So it's like the loneliness that comes along with this truth, it is truly a burden, man. And that's why I try to do nothing but support this brother. I try to do nothing but just try to be there to say, hey, man, I know you ain't going to lay your burdens down with me, but at the very least, I want him to know I do give a shit. I give a shit. No, I may not have the answers for you, and I may not even be able to help you on your path, bro. But I just give a fuck. That's the one thing I just want him to know. And I hope that I do. I hope that it comes across in whatever shape, form, or fashion. I hope it does. But it is what it is. And if my mic is too low, I apologize. I'm trying to turn it up as much as I can without fucking it up to where it's popping and shit, but I'm doing the best I can. So it is what it is. I just made some adjustments. Hopefully that'll help. But if it don't, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, DJ Matt. Talk to us.
Hey, Brian, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
I just want to say, yeah, it's definitely sad that the young man is dead. And I think what gets me about all these situations, it seems like every time white person kill a black person, we go ape shit about that, but not when we do it to each other.
And I don't know, and I don't understand why that is. Why are we more concerned about, and I'm not trying to give white folks a pass. I'm not trying to give ain't shit police officers a pass, or I try my best not to give them a pass. That's not my intention. I'm not out here trying to defend white people when they kill black people. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, it bothers me to see that there's more from black folks. I ain't talking about the media. I'm talking about black folks. We get more involved when a white cop, when a white person kills a black person, which happens, but the numbers of black folks killing black folks are staggeringly higher, substantially higher than it is the other way around. But it don't never wind up on our Facebook feed. It don't never wind up on our Instagram. It don't never wind up on our TikTok. It don't never wind up on our Facebook Live, and it don't wind up on our Twitter. I don't understand that.
None of our social media.
None of
our social medias.
None of these niggas right now that I know in Chicago that know niggas that I know, they know the niggas that's dying, and they ain't even saying shit. Only when their family members die do they say, "Man, rest in peace, fam. Rest in peace, cuz gone too soon." And that's it.
Like I've been listening to you and Tommy and Bolo TV and Just Jay and a few of you other YouTubers. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was saying I've been listening to you all a minute, and I was thinking about that video you did a few months ago, about the two police officers who almost killed that young man who had autism over a $3 fare.
Yep.
I'm like, because when I heard about it here on the news, and I'm like, hold on, over a $3 fare, really?
Shot that man. Shit. And it's like, but people won't. I guess I'm not cooning then when I'm talking about that. And it's like, I'm not trying to appease you motherfuckers. I'm just trying to give you the best and the most information and factual evidence that I possibly can so that we can be better. I'm not trying to better those that I know don't even look like us and not concerned with the affairs of us. I'm not.
Yes, most definitely. And another thing I've seen where a lot of, and I hate when we bring this up or they say this, when I say all, because I'm not talking about all. But when I be like, majority of these people, they be out here talking about some, the South Side and the West Side, the one is better than the other. Then I say, no, anyway you find a group of niggly bears, like Tommy would say, is bad. Yes. Not all, but too many. And they trying to act like it's just like you be saying, y'all be saying, people just lying and not caring when they want to sit up here and act like no people care. It's just they want to keep their heads buried in the sand like crabs.
Yep.
And then and then turn right back around. But they can check this out. They can listen to all that rap music and watch all them reality TV shows and have their kids dancing and doing all that stuff. But when it comes to they kids going to school and doing some constructive, they can't do that.
Yep. You know what? And that just reminded me of a post I saw today on Facebook. The post said, and hear this. It was so fucking true. I said, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It said, rich rappers send their kids to private schools.
Mm-hmm.
The words that these rappers say send our children to jail.
Woo!
I said, God damn.
I know, right? You ain't never lied.
I said, God damn. I said, if you ain't talking about no facts, I don't know what the fuck. Rich rappers send their children to private school.
Yeah.
And the lyrics that rich rappers say send our children to jail.
Or send them to jail or
to the grave.
To the graveyard.
Right. Or to the grave.
And then peep this real quick. I was about to get ready to say, and not only that, but then that's why a lot of these young kids have no respect for nobody.
Yep. And it's because and the reason why they don't is because it's taught at home. I mean, I can't tell you when I was in the school system, when I was teaching, I can't tell you how many times I heard mamas, single black mothers say, don't y'all can't tell me about my son. Y'all can't tell me about my daughter. He ain't do that. If he did that, somebody did something to him. She ain't do that.
Yes.
Y'all need to. Well, you telling me that your kid can't do nothing wrong?
Yeah,
Really? I can't. You mean to tell me that he ain't do that? Well, ma'am, all 7 of these kids that he did it to are all saying that he did.
Yeah,
ma'am, your daughter, everybody that saw. So you think that these 5 adults, these 5 teachers are all lying on your daughter? Y'all lying on her.
Yep. And then I thought and I always thought it was kind of ironic when this, kept happening more frequently, how it'll keep happening. Then we want to get up and say, well, we need the march and protest. That's all fine and everything. But what about the fact that we need to sit down and teach our kids how to be productive, constructive people?
Exactly. And here's what somebody just put in the chat, and I hope that Jihad or whoever is saying, I think it's Jihad that's saying that, and I saw B Reed say something too about it. But he said, so we black people don't have protests against violence in our communities. And then B Reed said, Jihad Abdullah, yes, people show up, but the level of pressure and accountability isn't the same. And then Bad Hombre says, no, Jihad, you can't protest. You have to work, pay the bills, not protest. And then he says, you are teaching and helping to mentally condition my people to be afraid of your master. My question is this. Mm-hmm. You're protesting for what?
Yeah.
This is, and here's my thing. Just tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. What are you protesting for when your protests haven't changed a thing? If your protest isn't writing a law or changing a law, you ain't doing shit but talking.
Yep, you ain't never lied. You definitely hit the nail on the head with that one.
I'm just saying, people always, we have this protest mentality. We get it from the civil rights movement, and I understand that, but I've said this plenty of times in my other streams. Mm-hmm. Protesting from the civil rights movement was backed up, supported, and the foundation of those protests, they were all founded with the law. They were protesting because they said, hey guys, the Constitution says we can do this. You all are saying that we can't. We have the law on our side. All we want y'all to do is follow the law.
Yep.
Ray getting shot in the motherfucking streets because he didn't put his hands up when the police told him to. That ain't got shit to do with civil rights. That has nothing to do with the law. Niggas breaking the law and getting shot by the police ain't got shit to do with civil rights protests. If you want to change the law, then you have to do that. Change the law. Walking in the streets, don't do that. Standing on the corners with signs and shit, don't do that. You have to have legislation. Thurgood Marshall, all them motherfuckers, they were writing laws. They were going to court saying, hey, here's what the law says. These people aren't following that, judge. And the judge said, shit, you're right. Court adjourned. We fine for the plaintiff.
Yep,
so all of this getting in my community and then standing up, fighting for my people because I'm protesting, that's not what you're doing just because you stand the fuck out, you on the news, or you Facebook Living, or you Instagramming. Protesting is not going to solve the problem, as you can clearly see. And if you're protesting against or you're protesting for Ahmaud Arbery, how come niggas ain't protesting for the 5 niggas that just got shot on April 20th in Chicago? Where they protest at? Or is it only protest when white folks shoot?
I heard you mention that, and here in Chicago, they didn't even talk about that because they kept talking about the COVID-19.
Exactly. They didn't talk about that shit at all. 5 niggas dead, 20 shot. No protest, no nothing. From us.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely.
From us. We more worried about partying during COVID. We more worried about having house party. We get on the news for that. But ain't nobody saying shit about the 5 niggas that got killed on April 20th and the 20 niggas that got shot.
Yeah, like when the mayor Lloyd Lightfoot, she had to put out a statement because she went over west because some people was telling her that she wanted them to break up whatever they were doing because she was hating on them, but it being hello.
Go ahead, you back.
Yeah, no, she trying to keep y'all from not getting this COVID-19 virus. And the crazy thing about that, when that person had that big party, that big house party, his mother was a fire commissioner.
And I ain't even tripping about the party. Because I'm not gonna even get into the COVID thing, the COVID experiment, as what I call it now. I'm not gonna even get into that. But I'm just saying, what we're talking about and what we're concerned about, it seems to me that we're not concerned about the greater majority of our problem. We're only concerned with the outliers that give us more attention because the media pubs it up. The media pumps it up. The media exaggerates it. The media will make it more of a thing and make it more popular, not what we consider to be important. We won't bring that to the forefront and fight for that. We just won't.
Yep. You're
Go ahead with your last point.
I went back and looked at one of your older videos of the young girl who was dancing on that older lady at the Jewtown Polish place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, now see, and I totally agree with you. And if she would have had a gun and laid them all down, it would have been, she didn't have to do that.
Yep.
But you would never hear them say, why you up that messing? Why y'all messing with folks?
Exactly. And nobody stepped in. Nobody intervened. It was all funny. Let these young motherfuckers do what they doing. Let them wild out. They do whatever they want to do to whoever they want to do it to. It's fine. But the minute you start laying motherfuckers down, now they didn't deserve all that. They didn't. Yeah. You ain't have to do that. People need to learn how to respect other people's space and their property. And when they don't, we should be the ones challenging that, not just the police.
Definitely, because you're absolutely right. It starts at home.
Yep.
And it's like and I hear and I kind of get it when they say, how can you talk about my house and your house ain't clean? But if we still looked out for each other, we wouldn't need the damn police.
Yep. They would literally come in and clean up the things that we've already helped them and pointed out. Hey,
yeah,
they over there. This is what they got on. This is what they did. We need you to go get them. And they would go and get them. They would go do it. No problem.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then I think what got me, and I ain't even trying to be funny, and I ain't trying to get into it, but I think what got me about that whole, R. Kelly situation, before I looked at your breakdowns on it, how they tried to spin it and say, oh, he's just a monster, but they still not going after these parents who keep having kids just recklessly.
Serving their kids up. Ain't got nothing to say about it.
And not just serving their kids up to him, but having their kids and just going out to the club and leaving them with people, letting them get sexually abused, molested, leaving them, whatever happens. And nobody want to speak about that.
Yeah, man, you're right, man. Well, thank you, brother DJ. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for jumping on, man.
Yeah, and real quick, congratulations on you and your wife's new baby.
Hey, man, thank you so much, man. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, what you all having?
We having a boy. A mini
cool.
me. Yep.
Cool.
Yes,
and
sir.
Real quick, I was going to ask you a question. Can a visually impaired person own a gun or go to the gun range?
Can a what?
Can a visually impaired person either go to the gun range or own a gun?
I'm not sure about that. You would have to probably check to see. Because I think if you can get a driver's license, then I think you should be able to go and shoot. If you have to wear glasses or something like that because of your vision with your driving status, then I think you would have to have that on. You would have to have on your eyewear. But if you visually are impaired to where you can't see, I don't know if it's legal or not, but I would strongly recommend that you don't have a firearm if you are visually impaired to the point to where you can't drive. If you can't drive because of your sight, I would say that you probably shouldn't have a gun because you can shoot the wrong person.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick before I let you go, I'm working on like bottle lamps. Is where I like take like alcohol bottles and make like lamps out of them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, is it okay if I emailed you and you could email me your address and I could send you one?
Oh, absolutely. Email me, man. No problem.
Okay, I definitely do that. Definitely.
Yep.
But
Email
yeah,
me, bro.
keep up the great work, and it was definitely good talking to you.
Thank you, man. You have a good one, sir.
And next time I get some money, I'm gonna definitely hit you on the PayPal.
Hey, man, I appreciate you just go ahead and just contributing tonight, man. That's all good. Thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Have a good one. Peace.
All right. Later.
Later.
All righty. I'm gonna bring in next. Whoop, hold on. I'm sorry, Linda S. Let's go ahead with the kid. Go ahead, man. Let me unmute your mic.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Go ahead. What's up?
Bro, I got a real question about like, like basically like race and everything.
Go ahead.
Like, let's just say like, okay, like how like the NC the black movement came out, the Black Panther and all that stuff, like all this activist group came out. Why don't they come out when it's black on black crime? And it's only when white on black crime or any other race against the black culture?
Well, that's pretty easy because it's not what gets them the attention that they want. When you look at Black Lives Matter, when you look at all of these neighborhood activist groups and all of that, they thrive on media attention. They just do. That's just a fact. They thrive on media attention. They need recognition in order for them to get bigger, in order for them to grow. They need the media attention. So that's what they go after. That's what they tend to, attach themselves to that and leech off of that. Just think about it like this. Black Lives Matter was regardless of who it was started by, but how come you don't see it too much anymore? How come they're not out everywhere? How come they're not jumping up and saying, because for a minute, it was the new cat's pajamas. It was the new thing, the best thing since sliced bread. Oh yeah, Black Lives Matter is awesome. This is great. But you don't see it anymore. It was a flash in the pan.
But the thing is like they say Black Lives Matter, but the thing is always come back to is like, why does it matter to other black people where they're saying, oh, white people are killing us off, but at the same time, we kill each other more than anything in the book.
We don't care about our own communities. We don't care about what goes on in our homes. Dude, do you know that there are people who got relatives that are doing all types of shit to their children and they don't do shit? If I know that my cousin or that my uncle or that my auntie as an adult is doing something or abusing my niece, my cousin, my second cousin, my third cousin, I would rather just not say nothing to them. This is the attitude of them, not me, but their attitude is I would rather just not say nothing or not even get into it or not call nobody or not do anything than I would to confront it. They don't. So if you won't do that with your own flesh and blood, you definitely not going to do it with your neighbors. You definitely not going to do it on your block. You're definitely not going to do it in your community. So with the whole mentality, and this is why when people try to say it ain't all, when people try to say, oh, it's not everybody that's like that, it's just these few people that's here, it's bullshit. Because our communities would be 1,000 times safer than what they are if it didn't happen as much as we saying it does. If it wasn't as prevalent, if it wasn't as overpowering, there are more ain't shit niggas in the hood and ain't shit bitches in the hood than there are good, upstanding black people. That's a fact. And the reason why I say it's a fact is because when you look at the crime in those areas, if it was the other way around, it wouldn't be as high. And because people don't see that and they don't want to acknowledge that, that's why things are the way that they are. That's why all of these groups are doing what they do. They're just literally trying to get on TV, get likes, get funding to get these to get money essentially, and that's what they do. And yeah, they'll throw some t-shirts to some kids. Yeah, they'll get on TV and have a few pictures. They'll serve up some meals. They'll give them a little some school supplies, and they'll do that little shit to pacify them, just so that they can continue to further the hustle.
But the thing is, it's like they're always saying like, "Oh, hey, white people killing us all. White people doing this, they're doing that." But yet, when white people actually give benefits to black people take it with no hesitation, like basically like child support, healthcare, and all this stuff. White people give them that. Even the products they use, from cell phones to computers, everybody takes it in, no problem. But yet, when the white kill the black, oh, we gotta stop buying their stuff. We need to stop doing it. We stop doing it. Then we go right back to it.
You're right. You're right. And then, but my thing is this: when you're talking about these organizations, when you're talking about these people that are doing good in the hood, when you're talking about all of these things, it's like you can do what you feel what you're doing is making a difference, or what you're doing is making an impact. I'm not hating on that, and I ain't trying to tell everybody what to do. But what I will say is this: if what you're doing is not confronting the issue, if what you're doing is not confronting the root of the problem, then what is it that you're really doing if you're just pacifying those people? It's just like this. If I wanted to come up and bring a drug abuse clinic to my neighborhood, and I spent all this money and built this drug rehab center in my neighborhood, that's great, because that's helping the people that are suffering from the drug abuse. However, if I'm not challenging the police, if I'm not challenging my local politicians, my aldermen, my mayor, my congressmen, my state reps, if I'm not challenging them to get resources to the police, and if I'm not challenging my police chiefs, if I'm not challenging them to actually stop the drug dealing in my fucking community, I'm literally defeating the purpose. Because I'm going to continue to have people coming into this drug treatment program, and my numbers aren't going to do anything but increase, because I'm not attacking the problem. It's like if you get shot, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to grab the wound, which makes sense. It's logical. But if you don't get away from the shooting, and then if you don't get the bullet removed, what are you really doing? You're slowing down the death. Because eventually I'm going to bleed to death, or if it's just a flesh wound, eventually that flesh is going to rot, and I'm going to wind up getting gangrene, and I'm going to lose my arm anyway. Or I'll die altogether if I never treat it. If I'm not attacking the root of the problem and the cause of the problem, I'm not doing anything but just going along with the inevitable. I'm dying a slower death.
And that's the thing about I was talking to one of my friends, like I gave him a scenario. It's like, okay, well, I kind of told him this. It was like basically like if you have people in your house already stealing stuff from you, they burglars, and like you look at them, then it's like, oh, you see some burglars at the door. It's like, who would you deal with? I'm like, personally, me, I'm gonna deal with what's going on in my house first, and then I'm worried about the people outside my door, because the ones in my door in the house already is the one that's basically hurting me right now.
Yes. You're right. You are right. Go ahead with your last word, man.
Oh, by the way, big shout out to you. Congratulations on your baby. By the way, my girl, she love you and Tommy. She love y'all shows. We watch them all the time. And trust me, bro, I respect y'all both to the fullest. And I hope that you have a good life. And I hope Tommy have a good life. And I wish him all the best. And I wish you all the best too.
Man, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for taking the time out, man, to join the show, man, and to come in and give your thoughts, man. I appreciate it, bro. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
All right. I'm going to bring in next Mr. Jihad. Go ahead,
What's going
sir.
on, man?
You got the floor, man.
Nah, just wanted to come kick it with my black brother. You're a black brother, and you got melanin, and that means we connected some way through the earth, plenty of different ways than you'll believe. Look, one thing I wanted to kick with you, right? is you don't think that that brother's an African, right? You know, we Americanized Negroes. That brother, he's not from. His mother wasn't from America. You can look at it. You can look at the features and shit. You can tell that they're from Africa. You know, the motherfuckers go running down there barefoot. I say all that to say that, you know, for us to look at his jogging clothes and to, you know, look at not taking perspective that this brother is not really an American. This land is new to him. Him stopping and looking at an abandoned fucking feature, abandoned house and abandoned edifice and admiring it for a second in the video should not warrant no way and no how anybody's mind of them being fucked with to be like to damn near die. Not even, you already say he shouldn't deserve to die. But in hindsight, you got this African brother who might have been, who put on some bummy sneakers, fucked up shorts, fucked up t-shirt. That's what they do. They run, they feel liberate, they feel good when they go running in that way. I want to know, I mean, even if that could be a topic of debate, how do you feel about y'all saying that he wasn't even looking like he was a runner, a true jogger? How do y'all not take that into perspective?
Okay. Well, let me respond. But before I respond, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Just 2 questions. Number 1, do you accept the fact that the sky is blue?
Yes.
Is the sky blue because the earth is 2/3 water and the reflection from the sun is what makes the sky blue?
Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to establish a baseline because I just gave you 2 facts that I just wanted to make sure that you could answer them directly. Direct question, direct answer. My question is this, because I hear what you're saying, and I'm just asking this. If he was doing exactly what you said, then why would he feel the need to run? And once he got essentially cornered, caught, trapped, whatever the case may be, why wouldn't he just answer their questions if he was doing nothing wrong? Why do you think he wouldn't do that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Jihad, you broke up a little bit, bro.
2-part question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer it with like a 3-pronged thing. I said, shit, 2-part question right there. One, that young brother, okay, he might have felt like he was doing something wrong. Okay, like I said, he's not a real American. I'm being real. Exactly how I should have put a real test to you. Do you think this? Do you think that about real life situation? So I'm putting to a real test to you right now that in real life, somebody that might be an immigrant, he's not fucking American. That brother, you could look at his face. That nigga. Anyway, I'm done with that point. I put emphasis on that. You're being approached by some fucking crackers after you done left a edifice that's being built. You don't have nothing in your hand, but they're approaching you in a fucking car with speed and damn near not in with a happy face. Okay, they're not approaching you with all smiles.
Right.
So yes, he might take off. That might first spring the first thought of taking off. Then when they do corner you after you realize these fuckers are not leaving me alone, they didn't hear no screams of somebody being murdered, but these motherfuckers running me down. Oh shit, it might be go.
You broke up again. You said, "Oh shit!" The last thing we heard was, "Oh shit!" It might be what?
Now you get
wait. Go ahead. We didn't hear the last part. You said once he gets stopped, you said he might be thinking, "Oh shit, what?"
It might be time to ride or die.
Okay.
Shit.
So I agree with you.
with...
I agree. I can agree with you and give you the benefit of the doubt on the running part. However, even though he may not be, and I don't know what his nationality is and his affiliation with, if he was an illegal alien, whatever, but I do know he was in America long enough and exposed to American culture long enough to have gone through the school system and to be a football athlete. He was an athlete. He was a football player. So he's been in America long enough to at least have some of the basic principles of our culture established. However, anywhere in the world, in Africa, or if he's from Nigeria, if whatever country he may be from, I don't believe that culture is that when people stop you with a gun, that your first mindset is to fight the person with a gun when you don't have one. I don't know of a culture to where that exists, where I fight against not one, but two people with two guns.
I'm talking about to the point where, okay, first of all, for the dickheads in your comment section that's acting like I'm just saying he's just some immigrant.
Let's not get off into the comment section. Let's just me and you, because we having a good conversation.
So for your perspective, I'm for you to have a better perspective of what I'm saying. I'm not going off on saying that he's some immigrant and he's just like unknown to this. No, he's been here. He's well accommodated to this nation. All that shit. What I'm saying is putting into the fact of a running Africans. We can run barefoot. Them Africans can run barefoot in the fucking desert all goddamn day. And y'all acting like he ain't had no socks on, so he couldn't have been down there walking no more than a block. You crazy as hell. Them motherfuckers run all goddamn day with no socks on. Get that shit out your head now about the immigrant factor. Now let's go to him being Americanized. Now him being Americanized, him being chased down, like I said in the truck, you understand that factor. Then going on to the part that you don't understand about being chased with a gun or being a shotgun pointed at you. Let's say, wait. I'll even.
You can't say that the shotgun was pointed at him because there was no evidence that showed that. When them dudes had that shotgun.
I'm taking you down the road right now. I'm gonna first take you back down just a few blocks down the road, and as far as the mindset of, let's say, a gamer or a geek guy, or even I'll even say a hardcore thug. You get a foot close enough where he think he can reach for that shit and grab it and turn the tables, and he think is that situation do or die, he's going to do it. I understand that in hindsight, Monday quarterback in the whole situation. Oh, nope, it didn't work out for him. But goddamn if it did, or what if it did, or goddamn other situation did work out with, goddamn, I hooked the shit out that nigga, grabbed the gun, flipped the turn the tables. What I'm saying is I don't want to go off on that tangent alone. Is different remedies of what could go through a mind state at that second and that point in time. And I understand that the mind state, okay, I don't want to go there with you yet, but the mental mind state conditioning of a black man nowadays is to be weakened, is to fight, is to die on your knees and live on your feet. But believe it or not, you'll be surprised how many crazy white crackers would say, I'll die for that gun faster than anything else, boy. But at the same time, it's the fact that us as black people, we need to learn that it is do or die fight time. It ain't no more sitting around thinking we're going to hold your hands up like that little example you did. Hey, I didn't do nothing. I didn't take nothing. You see, I just left out the house. I'll just do a little jog. I'm on a little jog. I'm going to finish my jog, go on my way. No, them crackers are still red blood wanting to kill you. It is in them. It is deep in their blood. It is deep in their bones to want to catch a black body.
Hang on. Let's have the conversation. So if that is the case, then why not be prepared for that? Just like my man Mo said earlier in the chat, he said, if people are going to hunt you down, if you believe that you're being hunted down, if you believe that we are the prey and the lion is trying to feast on all of us melanated people, if we are in that position, why wouldn't we be in a position to actually fight? Because bare hands against Glock, bare hands against shotguns don't win. So
you know why?
Why not be prepared to do that?
Because we got good wholehearted brothers who mean well. Damn sure good brothers. Got a family. I know your history. I've been following Tommy for years. I've been knowing you. You might have known Jihad. Anyway, I only say that to say good brothers like you keep talking that no, everybody's okay. Let's all love each other. Everybody is good. We're not letting everybody know that that's what time it is. We're at wartime. We're not pointing out that no, these motherfuckers had damn near 50% malice in their heart. Now, I really say, I mean, as a pro-black, not a pro-black, but as a pro at being black, would say 90% malice in their heart, but you would say 50%. You was giving them some credit, like, yeah, but they was mainly being, good vigilantes. They was checking out their neighborhood. Bullshit. But let's go with the fact that why aren't we protecting ourselves? If I believe that, because I'm trying to teach and preach that, but then brothers are still in this mentally, and it's also, I like to point out that most of the dickheads that's typing against me right now, It's because you got the same skin as Jesus. You got Jesus had the same.
You didn't answer. Wait. No. You didn't answer. I said if that is the case, then why wouldn't he be prepared?
I was getting ready to go into the answer because he was thinking like you. He was thinking like other brothers who I was.
He wasn't thinking like me. No. He was not. That's not correct. He wasn't thinking like me. If he was thinking like me, if he had my mindset, he would have been strapped. Plain and simple. And the minute when he was running up to those guys and saw them, if he saw those guys out, if I'm running, if I don't run, but I hate cardio. If I'm walking down the street and I see two guys get out of a car that I do not know, and they have guns in their hands, whether they're pointed at me or not,
like a motherfucker.
I'm going here. I'm at one already.
What?
And I'm gonna stop.
What? My name Jihad. You think I ain't on? I feel you, but that's
what I'm saying. So what you're saying, but what I'm saying is this: what you're saying that he should have been doing and what we should have been doing, he's not doing that, and for whatever reason, he wasn't. All I'm saying is that once somebody gets the drop on you, you have two things you can do: fight or flight. And my question with Ahmaud is, why would you try to fight two guys with guns when you could flee? That's all I'm trying to say. Coward, soft shoe, slave, whatever you want to call it. Because even the noblest of anti-nation, anti-white folks, even those people knew when to go the other way when they were outgunned or outmanned. That's natural war tactics.
That's you, brother. That's you, brother, because you a brother. You a good brother that think like that. You don't know these rednecks. You don't know my white boy, my co-worker, white boy, 6'8", one hitter quitter, crazy ass. Man, these crazy crackers that laugh at you with that.
Is he alive? Wait, is he alive?
Yeah, he alive.
He ain't been in that situation then. I understand. He ain't been until you can show me footage, show me a video, show me footage of some guy, white guy, black guy, Asian guy, Mexican guy, fighting two dudes with guns and winning. Then I will give you, when you can show me that consistently, I'll believe you. Until then, I'm going to go with what I've seen. And what I've seen is people, what I have seen in the hood, black, white, or whatever, when you outmanned and outgunned, you get away. That's all I've seen. That ain't got nothing to do with being a coward. That ain't got nothing to do with being a whole ass nigga. That ain't got nothing to do with submitting to your masters. That's smart.
Fuck that. Fuck all that for 1 minute. In the video, let's everybody keep it 100. He only saw one gun, bro. He saw a crazy crack on top of the truck, right? And then he saw maybe another crack behind the wheel. But the one gun he saw at that time, ain't like they pulled up with a militia pointed at him. I mean, a bunch of guns pointed at him. They pulled up with that one shot. He said, "Yo, I'm about to snatch this and body all these motherfuckers." Now, at the same time, I give you,
it's one gun and three dudes and two cars. Who wins against that? One gun, two cars, three men. How can he win against that unless he's a fucking Avenger? How do you win?
I feel you, but there are some people, yo, you don't know in that situation. You feel like it is go time, and I swear I was in the you know how many gangsters probably could type, but they typing otherwise right now. But they can type, yeah, I was put in a situation, boxed in 8 niggas. Shit was serious. Shit got hectic. I wasn't supposed to make it out, but I made it out. Like, it's been situations like that.
Wait,
bro.
No. I said that. I said that. I talked about the two situations. I talked about the dude in the Waffle House shooting. That dude was cornered when the guy came in with the AR-15. He came into the Waffle House and started shooting people, and the guy was cornered. He had nowhere to go, and he dove on the guy, and he was able to get the AR-15 away from him. He won. I talked about the guy who was in New Zealand, the people that were in New Zealand that were trying to get to the guy who walked into the mosque who was shooting all of those people. They lost. My point was, when you're cornered, absolutely, you have no choice but to, like you said, body them motherfuckers and win or die trying. When you got 30 yards in front of you to go the other way, or when you have plenty of alleys, houses, yards, and it's broad daylight and you can clearly see where you can run away, why would you then try to be a tough guy and confront 3 guys, at least 1 shotgun and 2 cars, and think you're gonna win in that situation. I've never seen that happen.
I tried to uncam and show you my bullet wound. Look, man, I've been in a situation, same situation. You running down, you know, and that you've been in. Look, that shit lasts 5 seconds. Every bit of 5 seconds. The first second is where I'm gonna go. Second is I can't go there. Third second is oh shit, they blocked it all. Fifth second is the motherfucking gun is in my face, bro. It don't happen like it don't happen with oh shit, I got 30 yards. No, that's time. That's thinking you got time. Matter of fact, in hindsight, Monday quarterbacking, he already did that because he was already running from the fucking truck.
No. He's running down the street. If that dude wanted to get away, there were plenty of ways, houses, and all. Look at the video. You can see where he could have dipped off. He could have dipped off and took off into somebody's yard. They said he was a block away from where his mama lived. He could have ran at top speed and been home in less than 2 to 3 minutes. This dude is 25 years old, football athlete. He got wheels. If he ain't got nothing else.
He got wheels.
He got wheels. So he could have got, if he wanted to get out of there and run top speed, he could have done that and cut through them yards, and them dudes couldn't have drove through and ran him down or none of that. He could have did it. But all I'm saying is, and even if he made the choice to stand and fight, that's fine, but you have to be able to accept the fact that that's what you're gonna get when you stand and fight. You can't dispute that. You can't dispute that decision. I'm going to stand and fight these 3 dudes with at least 1 gun, and if I die and I lose, so be it. That's what you accept. Don't make it seem like, oh, he ain't had no choice. He had plenty of choices. He chose, and he chose wrong. It's just like in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. He chose the cup that led to death instead of the cup that would have given him life. Because he wanted to be, for whatever reason. At 25, I think I'm tough. I think I can take these white motherfuckers. I got these crackers. He lost.
You want to run right now.
You breaking up.
I'm letting you rip right now.
Okay, go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead.
Let you know the 2 things I called about was the first one was to take in this perspective that is an African distinct brother. He has since he jogs. That's one basic line that I want the 3 in your neighborhood runs. You might see a band for keep on running. Stop. Don't give second thought to that part. Then the second part, and last part is the pro-black part, or the pro at being black part, is the fact that yes, a brother that's willing to first after motherfucking and chase you down a little second. I think it's a little chase down. You debating that it wasn't. I'll give you that, but I also give you the fact that yeah, he had options. But for my option from him, for his sake, him deciding to stop and face them crackers and try to grab that gun, I understand more than you understand that choice. I understand that choice a lot.
Would you do the same thing?
Anything else? Because you're not, as a cracker, you're not. Ain't no more white devil. You can kill me right there, faggot.
Would you do the same thing, Jihad? Jihad, would you do the same thing?
I believe if the situation would have been a little better if I was a little closer to the gun, if the cracker was looking like he wasn't, if I wasn't so close to it, situation wise. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna let you. Nope, I ain't gonna let you get away like that. You running down the street on your job.
You gonna ask a gangster?
And that's exactly what I'm asking you. Nope, I'm asking you specifically. You running, and you are in the same exact path. You take the same exact route that Ahmaud took, and you come around the front of that pickup truck. White boy standing there, shotgun in hand. Are you going to grab it the same way Ahmaud did? Yes or no?
No.
And all I'm saying is this:
the fact that I'm a bodybuilder and I work out and I'm extremely and I'm a middle linebacker for the New Jersey. I play football but yeah, I'm still would say no.
You're making my point even better, stronger now, because you're more physically fit. You are more you more gangster, and you are even saying, nah, I ain't gonna do that move. Not to say that if you was in a different situation, you beat a dude's ass and take his gun from him. But in that specific situation, with all of the options that you have, you like, nah, I ain't gonna go that way because it's a higher risk of death. Could he have ran the other way and this
it
dude been a
wasn't do or die
sharpshooter and
for
shot
me,
him?
but for him it was do or die. No, let me answer it. No, that's why it was two parts. That's why I said you ain't let me finish the second part. Is the fact that it wouldn't have been do or die for me because I'm an American. Fucking my fucking grandfather was trained to be a fucking slave. So of course that same submissiveness that's in you that say I wouldn't have grabbed that, I would have ran.
Ain't no submissiveness in me. I'm toting a pistol, so I wouldn't have been in that situation. I'm the smarter motherfucker out of all of them. I would have been ready for that dude. I walk ready for that shit. Ain't no motherfucking submissiveness in me, and you been trying to say that. That ain't my game. You ain't never seen no motherfucker get the drop on me on some shit like that in my neighborhood. If I'm walking, you ain't had no run-ins with me and no white people,
but
and white people got me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Ain't no white folks throw me on the ground, slam me, lock me up because I'm thinking ahead of them motherfuckers. So that shit ain't gonna happen to me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me like that when I got 30 yards in front of them and I got my fire on me. That ain't happening. So all of that tough shit that everybody else talking, fine. I'm more tactically sound and smarter than the average motherfucker, so it don't happen to me. I ain't gonna never be in a Ahmaud situation. Because I don't,
in my head, I'm also, I just said in my head, you act like I ain't strapped either.
That's what, no. I'm saying I ain't said that you got that slave mentality like you done slick diss me like 3 times before already. That's what I'm saying. I'm just nipping that in the bud because you done snuck it in like 3 times.
You need to go with the mindset that I'm talking about with these white devils, with how they preached and they fucking pledge, give me freedom or give me death. That's the fucking mindset that us as Black American men, when I went to Africa, Nigeria, Lagos, all the other countries that they have, we don't have that shit over here. That mindset, you'd be surprised, we are night and day. The American Black man, compared to every other man in the world, is night and fucking day. When it comes to standing up and fighting, we are with the decisions and quickly, what should I do? Is totally erupted by that 400, 500 years of fucking slavery. And that's where we go. That's where you need to be mindful every time you make a decision. What would the strong, powerful white man do? Would he run? No, this motherfucker gonna gun him, or he gonna go for the gun or grab the shit. And it's been videos of shit
all
like
of them
that
people. Wait a
happening,
minute. All of those people over in Africa, number one, they don't have shit. That's why they willing to die for anything. When you ain't got shit, you will die for anything. Number two, all them motherfuckers that's over there are trying to get the fuck over here. So yeah, and that's why they have the attitude that they have towards us, is because they want to be where we at, because they feel like because we over here and we squandering away the shit that we have access to, they hate it and they hate us because of it. So all that shit about them Africans over there, honestly, I don't give a fuck about them and what they doing over there because I ain't over there. I'm over here, and what I'm over here doing is living my life the best way I can, the best way I see fit. And all of that shit that they do over there is fine. They do what they got to do in the Congo. They do what they got to do in Darfur. They do what they got to do to survive. Just like I'm over here doing the same thing I got to do to survive. And what I'm saying to you is I'm not going over to Africa trying to bring this American hood shit over there because I'm sure that shit don't fly. And if you from Africa, you shouldn't come over here with that shit from over there because that shit don't fly. Obviously. He made the wrong choice. The same choice you said you wouldn't make, he made, and he died because of it. What I'm trying to do is stop people from dying from it that look like us. We can stand and fight to the end of the earth, and we can stand and have an uprising and all that, but if you ain't got no guns in your hands and you walking in other people's neighborhoods, you are at their fucking will and you're under their fucking thumb. Plain and simple. If you ain't going to no white folks' hood with no gun in your hand,
I've been letting you off on the fact that you specifically chose the African mindset, but you then go into the fact that even the American mindset, or any of the Puerto Rican, the Latino mindset, American mindset is I'm gonna stand and fight for my woman. Only the American mindset is I'm gonna run the African.
Wait, what does that have to do with Ahmaud? Wait, what does that have to do with Ahmaud? The mindset of Ahmaud was what? He chose to fight somebody with the gun. He chose to fight somebody with the gun. And all I'm saying is you don't choose to fight somebody with the gun unless you have no other recourse. He had other options and he chose the wrong one, clearly.
We are talking about why he even ended up in that situation, the mindset that even that what's going to make them crackers lose in court. What you started off with losing with me in the debate when you even started off the show is the self when they tried to defend themselves. They put themselves in that situation, okay, to have to defend themselves against Ahmaud. Not Ahmaud chase them down or no dumb shit. So I only say all
They
that
have
to
every
say,
right to do
bruh,
it though.
either way,
That is the problem. They had every right to do it. What they did was not illegal. To go and talk to somebody, contact somebody, question somebody who is in their own neighborhood, anybody can do that. If I see somebody walking down the street right now, I can say, "Hey, what are you doing?" That is my
Georgia
legal
law,
right to do that.
the
That is
lawyer
not
that
against
was
the
on
law.
the lawyer that was on Tommy's show explained that to get the self-defense or to even have the whole being like checking out people's shit, citizen arrest whole thing, you actually got to have actual proof that they was doing something wrong.
I did not say a citizen's arrest. Listen to what I'm saying. I said to contact, to question, to ask someone what they are doing. You have that right anywhere in the country. If I see somebody walking down the street that I do not know, I, as a person, I can say whatever. Wait, let me finish. I can contact that person and say, "Hey, can I help you? Hey, what you doing over here? Hey, what you doing on my block?" I can do that. There is nothing illegal or nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying.
You can't stop that man from walking down the fucking street. If you do, that's called a citizen's arrest or trying to detain that man, and that's illegal at that point.
Now
they crossed that line of just stepping and saying, "Hey," they crossed that line. They went further and tried to talk really.
Now, based on Georgia law, if you have suspicion, no probable cause, but if you have suspicion of a crime being committed by that person, I ain't gotta have facts. I don't have to have footage. If I have suspicion of a crime, I am then able to question and therefore go after that person. They went after that person. They did not corner him in. They did not box him the way he couldn't get away. They didn't put hands on him. They went after him to question him and to hold him for the police.
Gun to him.
Plain and simple. Whatever happened before the video or after, at no point was he ever in a situation where he could not go in another direction.
They held a gun to him. They did not. Some courts, that's law enough to say, strong arm robbery, all that type of shit.
Look at the video. Holding a gun on someone means this. Pointing a gun means I have you at gunpoint. That's why it's called gunpoint. Me having a gun on me, in my hand, down by my side, I have every right to have that. That ain't gunpoint. Gunpoint is this. It is not this. You can say intention. You can say what I thought. You can say what I'm thinking about, but that is not gunpoint. Once I hold you at gunpoint, now I am showing an intent to shoot. Yes, you would be right. That is not what happened. And I can prove that didn't happen because if he was at gunpoint, he would not have ever been able to get his hands on the shotgun.
Bullshit. They're not going to be able to prove that in court. You're not going to be able to say that shit in court. They're going to easily say, yes, a motherfucker grabbed the gun, whether it's waistline or pointed dead at your fucking head. They're not going to be able to say,
if you can look at the video, wait, here's my challenge. Look at the video. Show me the still shot of the gun being pointed at Ahmaud, and I will agree. Show me the footage where the gun is pointed at Ahmaud before Ahmaud charged at him and before Ahmaud put his hands on that gun. Show me that. And then I'll agree with you. But now you're just saying it, and it didn't happen. It's not in the footage.
If this was a case in court right now, they would easily point the shoulder part where the gun was in his hand and Ahmaud had the gun.
I can have a gun in my hand. That's not illegal. This is not illegal.
Oh my God.
This is not illegal.
When they was fighting. They're going to even point out when they was fighting for the gun was pointing at Ahmaud.
No. We're talking about before. Here's the point. The self-defense comes into play once he charged at him. That's what the guy is saying, because you clearly see him backing away from Ahmaud, and they both have their hands on the gun.
Show
before
me.
the shot goes off.
Somebody can say, "Show me where it say he charged Adam in the film." It
You
say,
see it, Ahmaud. You see
it.
You're exactly right. And if you look at the video, I don't know why you want to leave this part out. In front of the truck, you see Ahmaud turn towards him. And you see the guy already standing at the front. Ahmaud turns towards him and grabs the gun. And the guy backs away, and that's when the shots ensue. Before that, there was no pointing the gun at him. Before that, there was no confrontation. There was no fight for the life. At that point where they first meet, that guy has a gun in hand, and he's trying to get him to stay where he's at so the police can come. And he didn't do that.
You are making
he charged at him. That's it. You
are making a case as if they would just walk past Ahmaud with a fucking gun.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, and even in the beginning,
they had the gun on them.
I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth, saying I'm making it seem like, and I'm making it sound like. I said in the beginning, the way that they tried to stop him, make a citizen's arrest, question him, or detain him was wrong as well. It still didn't make it illegal. If I come to you, if I don't know somebody on the street and I say, "Hey, bitch ass nigga, come here," that's the improper way to contact or address somebody you don't know. Still don't mean that I can't do it. And the fact that I do it that way don't mean it's against the law. That's a fact.
That part is going to take like a week, because me and I can debate that right back, and then you'll come back with something else. What about the man one part? The fact that they'll be able to prove that man was part of the hate group, part of the KKK, and they have proof, that he was well organized in the police district where he was able to pull strings and not be arrested. They're going to be able to prove all that shit when it comes to man one, him orchestrating the fucking murder. He was a
25-year retired criminal investigator. He is, of course, going to have ties with judges. He's going to have ties with prosecutors. He's going to have ties with lawyers. He's going to have ties with clerks. He's going to have ties with court reporters. He's going to know them because he worked there for 25 years. That's not illegal.
Gun down this young
That's not illegal for him to have ties to law enforcement, because he chose a career in law enforcement. It's not illegal. The fact that he was in the Ku Klux Klan
is how they make the picture seem.
The fact that he was in the Ku Klux Klan, it's not illegal. David Duke is in the Ku Klux Klan. It ain't illegal. He ain't in jail.
I didn't say that is illegal. What is illegal, what they're going to make illegal, is the fact that he went and maliciously murdered that man because he was black, because that's what the KKK organization believes in. They're going to point that out, obviously, in the courtroom. It's already fucking being pulled out right now. Everything is being laid out right now that him and his son was some racist fucks. Okay, and it was all malice. That's what's gonna make it murder one, fucking intent to kill. They wanted to kill that young man. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't they were just being good citizens.
Here's my question. Okay, if you're right, I have one question. If they wanted to kill him from jump, why didn't they shoot him right when they first saw him?
People gonna explain that.
No. I'm asking you why didn't they just shoot him when they saw him? That's a direct question.
I'm answering it. They're going to explain that they didn't have the exact chance at that time. Okay, that yes, Ahmaud might have presented them with a chance. They was looking for a chance. They started out looking for a chance, and
they could have shot him when they saw him. There was at least 20 to 30 yards of him running up to him. If they wanted to kill on video, regardless of what happened before that, because I'm not going to even speculate there. If they wanted to gun him down, like you said, like the dog he was, if that's what they wanted to do, why wouldn't they just shoot him? If you can answer that for me, then we can move to the next part.
Bro, I understand you would love that to be the fucking silver bullet, but that's not going to work like that in the court. in the court case. Now, in the conversation, yeah, in the fucking barbershop that we're going to prove, man, one, that these motherfuckers had malice in their heart from the jump, that it's never a thing where people just set out to kill. So as soon as they kill, they shoot from the jump. No, motherfucker gonna wait for the drop. They gonna wait. They gonna snipe. If motherfucker snipe, they gonna say, why didn't the sniper just wait till the motherfucker walk out the building and shoot him? Motherfucker, he wanted to wait for his best opportunity to kill the motherfucker. They proved that plenty of times in court, and they're going to get man one for that shit.
All right,
but
Jihad,
at the same time, they need to still get
all
reckless homicide.
Since you're deflecting for the third time, let me ask you this: have you ever been hunting?
No.
You've never hunted. Okay, that's fine. That don't matter. Have you ever seen a video of somebody hunting, like hunting for deer, or hunting for turkey? Okay.
Yes.
Can you point out a time where you've seen a hunter on video footage? And if there's any hunters in the chat, have you ever had an opportunity to kill the animal you were hunting, had him dead in your sight, and let him go for a more, listen, let me finish, only to get or to have a more difficult shot to where you were in physical contact and had to fight the animal? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen somebody take a line up a deer and see that they had the deer in their sights, but wait until they run the deer down and catch the deer in a corner or catch the deer in front of their truck and then fight the deer to the death and then shoot it? Have you ever seen that?
That's a
yes or no direct question,
Johnny
sir.
Cochran, if he was alive, he would say.
Have you? No, I ain't talking about him. I'm asking you. Have you ever witnessed that? Have you ever witnessed a hunter do that? I'll take your silence as a no. That's why they weren't hunting him down like niggas want to say that they was doing. It's bullshit. And it's disingenuous for people to say that when they don't have any
right in front
facts
of
to
them,
support
wait for the best angle and best shot. I've seen hunters sit and watch.
Because you didn't want to answer it. I gave you clear, factual evidence to show where he could have lined him up and shot him, but he didn't. But y'all insist on saying that he was trying to hunt him down when he had him and didn't shoot him. How can you try to come back and then say that that's still the case? It's not cool that we do that.
To do it. Just because somebody don't do something right away doesn't mean their intentions aren't to do that specific thing. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing just because they didn't do it at first second and first glance at the person.
And that's where you're wrong, because it does. You ain't never seen no niggas in the hood saying they gonna kill this nigga. They have this nigga right where they want this nigga, and they say, nah, fuck that. We gonna wait till we see him tomorrow, and then we gonna fight him and then shoot him. You don't never see that shit. Let's keep this shit 100, and let's just keep with the facts. I don't know why niggas love to do this when it comes to black and white shit. You know niggas in the hood don't do that. You got this nigga right here in an alley at night tell me niggas in the hood don't say, and it's you and your boys, but you gonna say, nah, fuck that.
Niggas will wait until you come out the store. Niggas might see you in the store and wait till you come out the store and body you. What are you talking about? Niggas will see you inside the store and wait until you come out.
Why would they wait till you come out the store?
Niggas will see.
Why would they wait? No, you're right. Why would they wait till you come out the store? Because you ain't got nowhere to hide, nigga. I got you dead open, dead to rights. Just like they had him when he was running up to the truck.
They got him right there. They see him right there. That goes against your point of seeing.
No, that's exactly what it is.
It goes against your point of seeing a person.
Jihad, you being
plenty of
disingenuous.
Plenty of hunters set they prayer by letting him sit and get comfortable.
You just said that a nigga will see a nigga in the store and wait till he come out the store. And the reason why you wait for a nigga to come out the store is because you got him not only in a fatal funnel coming out the doorway, but you got him dead to rights because he can't run no fucking where without you having clear line of sight of him. You ain't gonna shoot him in the store. That
still goes against your point of just seeing somebody immediately and taking them out.
A nigga can run over here. There's other people there. He got more cover in the store than he does outside the store, which is why niggas do wait till you come out the store to shoot your ass. Which is why niggas will wait till you sit
catch
in your
you in the
car
lane and in the alley of the store. Niggas won't.
And you know that's true. But you gonna lie because you wanted to support your narrative of him being hunted.
Totally dishonest by saying a hunter won't let a prey get comfortable in his spot before they take the shot.
I did not. There you go. Now you changing what I said. I said where he has him lined up clearly in his sights. He got him. And
Yeah,
he
why
lets
not
him
ride
go
up to him?
to
Why
get
not ride
weight.
up to him?
He got him
Why
and
wait?
lets him
Why
go
take a
to get
shotgun shot
weight.
from down the fucking
Wait,
truck?
if you gonna try to use what I said against me, then use exactly what I'm saying. I said he has him lined up for an easy kill shot, but then he doesn't take the shot only to get more close and personal with him so that he can be in more danger of himself getting hurt. He gonna wait till I get face to face and fight the deer, then shoot the deer, as opposed to me just shooting the deer that I want. You don't see that happening. And niggas in the hood
but if
don't
you got
do
a
that.
shotgun, you get a lot closer than fucking 30 fucking feet. If you got a shotgun, who takes a long shot with a shotgun? You wait till you get up close with that bastard, put the shot into the body and blow it away. You don't fucking
All right, now,
sit there.
okay.
You don't take no 30-yard shot with no
Because now
shotgun.
I get to educate you. Now I get to educate you on guns. Let me tell you something. People hunt with shotguns.
A 30-yard shotgun shot is gonna be better than a up-close shot.
No. The velocity of your buckshot and the velocity of your bird shot, whether it's 10 feet away or whether it's 30 feet away, the only thing that changes is the spread, sir. It don't have nothing to do with a weaker bullet. Your bullet from your shotgun is not weaker at 20 feet than it is at 4 feet. It's not. It's the velocity is already there. That's the purpose of a bullet. It's just like I can take a rifle and wait. Wait,
you're
and get
hunter,
educated.
You're not taking out no shotgun 30 feet away. You're gonna have to get up close on that bastard.
Listen, I can take a rifle and I can shoot you at 4 feet and I can shoot you at 300 yards and it's gonna have the same lethal impact because it's designed to do that. Yes, a shotgun is gonna work the same way. It ain't gonna give you 300 yards, but it's damn sure gonna give you 30. That shotgun is designed to do that.
But it's going to be a lot more effective.
That's
You're going to make sure you get a lot
TV
more closer.
shit that you see where a shotgun is made. Oh, I got to be right in 2 feet away from the shoot. No, sir. I can lay your ass down with
had
a
to fit a glove to
at
prove
10
a case.
yards, just
What
I
I'm
can
telling
lay your
you
ass
is
down
they
with
going to have to prove it a lot better.
No.
No. They're going to have to say a lot better of why he didn't just shoot him from far away. Then why didn't they shoot him from far away? Why did they just wait? Why did they just wait until they got up close to prove to get off man one?
I can tell you that. I can tell you why.
Get off man one.
I can tell. Can I answer your question?
They're gonna have to prove a lot better than that.
Can I answer your question? They didn't shoot him.
You better
far
be
away.
their lawyer then.
I'm answering your question. They didn't shoot him far away because they weren't hunting him. They were trying to get his ass locked up. That's why they called the police. That's why they followed him. That's why they followed him in the car. Because they wanted to get his ass locked up, because they knew in their minds, even though there's no evidence that I have to show you, in their minds, he had been doing around the neighborhood before. That's why they didn't shoot him 30 yards away, because
see how you can say in their mind they thought he stole. They're going to be able to say in their mind
they could have. They had plenty of chances to do it. They had plenty of chances to do it in the video.
What they don't have in their minds, they thought he was stealing, but they don't have proof. But in man one mind, they thought they killed him because he was black, and we have proof that they in the KKK that's going to prove that they killed him because he was black.
Look, the dude that was with them who recorded it, they could have killed him and deleted the footage.
I told you your argument
when he was walking down the street, running down the street, wherever, they had ample time to shoot him down if they wanted to hunt a nigga down and mount him up on the wall like a deer. They could have did it. The reason why they didn't was because that was not their intent. Do you realize that a gun didn't even get fired until he grabbed it? He didn't even fire the first shot until he grabbed the gun. The white boy got scared when that nigga grabbed that gun because he thought, oh shit, this nigga about to fuck me up if he get his hands on this gun, which is probably what Ahmaud would have did. Because ain't nobody gonna grab no gun and take it from you to teach you a lesson. Don't point guns, don't show guns, don't carry guns. If I'm coming to take a gun from you, I'm going to use it on you. Facts. So that's why they didn't shoot him down. Because that wasn't their intention in the beginning. Once shit got thick, That's why he did shoot that motherfucker, because he didn't think he would stop. This crazy nigga crazy enough to grab my motherfucking gun. Oh, I definitely gonna have to shoot him because he gonna kill me.
So many arguments going to go against that in court. Why didn't the gun stay in the car? Why didn't all this happen?
Because you don't have to keep it in the car. That's why.
Just stay far away and just
the gun don't have to
stay
in the car.
Why did they confront him then? Why did they try to stop him? They're going to use that so much against man one. Y'all purposely wanted to confront him. Y'all purposely wanted a reason to shoot him. Y'all purposely wanted to, because we got pictures of y'all at KKK rallies yelling "kill black people."
Is a KKK rally against the law?
That's how they going.
Wait, is a KKK rally against the law?
No, but the shit that they stand for is against the law.
Wait, did you
murder
say that
and fucking hate and all that shit?
Did you say it's against the law? You said no.
The shit they stand for is against the law.
Okay, what about
you can be a KKK?
Wait, whoa. What about the Black Panthers? Is the shit they stand for against the law?
We're not about killing.
I asked you a simple question: is the shit that the Black Panthers stand for against the law?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, all right. If the shit that the Black Panthers stand for ain't against the law, and the shit that the KKK stand for ain't against the law, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Because a Black Panther could have did the exact same thing to a white person in their neighborhood, and it wouldn't have been no problem.
And they would get man one easy. They would get man one easy. They would easily say,
until you kill a motherfucker.
Oh, this black man killed him because he's white.
Until you kill a motherfucker, that's when. Because what I'm talking about is what you're bringing up. You're bringing up the fact that this dude was in the Klan and it had nothing to do with what happened. You're talking about a Black Panther that could do the same exact thing and it has nothing to do with what happened.
Because if a white boy,
wait a minute.
Are you
if a white person, if a white person grabbed a Black Panther shot, if a white person grabbed a Black Panther shotgun in a scuffle and that Black Panther shot him, all these niggas, including myself, be talking about you shouldn't have grabbed that Panther gun. That's what niggas would be saying.
I know.
And all
I
I'm
believe
saying
that
to you
the
is,
mental mind
regardless
state
of
the
your
black man, American
affiliation,
black man, would be
regardless
mad
of what
black
you
man
support,
for even
it's all
the white
about
man.
what you do. We are talking about the actions, not this motherfucker's affiliation. I could give a goddamn what his affiliation is. I'm more concerned about what he did. We don't know.
That's the truth. And what I'm telling you is,
that's just like when they said Ahmaud was
what's going to be real. I'm sure a lot of the coons. I'm sure a lot of brothers would love to say, yes, Ahmaud did the whole shit. Everybody wrong in the day. No, in court, them crackers gonna get man one for being part of the KKK and having malice in their heart when they confronted that brother to kill him. That's what I'm saying. Period. That brother was a jogger. Is what I'm saying.
How do you know they have malice in their heart? You don't know them, sir.
Because they're gonna show it and prove it by
how
showing
do you
that.
Know what? How do you listen to what you're saying? You're telling somebody
because they was in the hate group. They're part of the hate group. What are you talking about?
Telling somebody that they have malice.
If I'm a neo-Nazi, if this was in the fucking 1940s and 30s, if I was putting fucking Jews in fucking internment camps and I was a Nazi, why would you say? How would you know this guy got hatred in his heart? What the fuck? I'm doing.
Because
the fucking
because the Nazis.
I'm
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Wait a minute. Don't ask a fucking question when you can't hear the answer. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the Nazis were literally exterminating Jews. They were literally doing it. Before the Nazis started doing it, they were just another group. Now, until you start seeing some KKK members, exterminating black people, marching them off into internment camps, then you can say
going on
right now.
Forever.
No, right now, all you're saying is just that they was this and they was that because they had it in their heart.
So because they not doing it in mass majorities like they used to do, they not doing.
When was the last time you seen a Klansman put on? When was the last time you seen a Klansman put on a hood and lynch a black person?
I just seen it on when you just seen it. When you just seen it when the mob was running, they just lynched that brother. That's exactly what we saw lynching right there.
This is exactly getting back to my point to where I say niggas love to lie. Niggas love to lie. You saying now that this dude who actually got into a scuffle and got killed, shot and killed by a white person, you saying that he lynched him now. A lynching is way different than a fucking shooting. Why are you trying to make it the same? It's not.
Hanging, burning,
no,
however
it's not
they
the
used
same.
to do it. It was all the same.
Your ass getting burned alive.
However they
you
used
getting
to
burned
do it.
alive and you getting shot are two different fucking things. Plain and
cutting
simple.
the baby out of the mother womb, all that shit.
Simple.
Whatever they used to do, feeding us to the gators, all that shit, making us fight each other to the death. All that was all lynching. What are you talking about?
You are wrong,
just
man.
Just because they did it by shotgun this time,
you are
and did
wrong.
It by
we
seen him in an abandoned house.
About. You are wrong, Jihad. You're trying to say that something is that it's not. You're trying to say that a person who gets shot by a white person is being lynched. That's not fucking true. Why do niggas want to say that? I have no clue. Why can't this man just say he committed manslaughter? He committed murder one. Why the fuck are you saying that he lynched him?
For the past 500 years.
What the fuck does 500 years got to do with a dude getting shot today? Ain't got shit to do with that.
That he was the brother that wasn't doing shit but being the nosy little African jogging in his dirty sneakers.
So why the fuck is he being lynched then? Lynching is totally different. If I Google gunshot wound and I Google lynch, I'm gonna see two different fucking images. Why are niggas trying to lie and paint a fucking false narrative? I don't know why. But it's stupid.
I'll tell you what you're going to see. You're going to see a black man laying on the ground, and you see a white devil standing on top of him. That's what you're going to see.
You see what I mean?
That's what you saw.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So now the person ain't just white; he's a white devil.
All white devils, they all white guys. They all creatures of the island of Patmos, made to come here and make you think you less than what you are. That's all they are, robots. They emulate feelings. They know how to kill. They know how to create danger. They know how to create the fucking nuclear bomb, but they can't put together a good beat and dance to the motherfucker like every other race. We dealing with the fucking robots of the fucking earth, fucking devil, and y'all gonna find out. That brother found out. I tell you that. He thought that's his neighborhood. They all live in the same neighborhood, blocks from each other. I don't live nowhere near no white devils, but they live blocks from each other, and they still couldn't live happily amongst each other. Fuck out of here. We live with devils.
This is why black folks, pro-blacks, Hebrew Israelites, Christians, Nation of Islam, this is why we can't come together. Because niggas want to keep making shit up and talking about shit that happened 500 years ago as opposed to dealing with what's happening today. It's this very mentality that keeps us divided. You are literally making up and applying shit. You are talking about and applying shit that you didn't even live through and trying to make it relevant today. That's asinine.
I'm talking about using what apparently worked for the Jews when they said we will never forget.
No sense.
I'm talking about doing what apparently these crackers do when they bring up every old president, every old rapist president, slave rapist president.
This is exactly why pro-blacks, Hebrew Israelites, Nation of Islam, Christians, Jehovah's Witness. This is why everybody that's black can't come together, because y'all consistently buy into the shit that separates us. Niggas talking about motherfuckers over in Africa. Niggas talking about motherfuckers 500 years ago, slaves, coons, all that shit. It's all shit that divides us. Why not just look at where you at and what you're dealing with now and try to apply what is relevant, as opposed to reaching back and saying they devils, they Klansmen, they doing this, they like the Nazis. That ain't got shit to do with what's happening today. Because today ain't nobody stringing you up and hanging you from no tree. Today ain't nobody calling you and marching you into no internment camps. Today you ain't got no shackles on your hands and knees. Today you ain't in no cotton field. Today you ain't living on no slave quarters. Today you ain't in the big house. Today you ain't out in the field working. Today you sitting up on the fucking white man's internet, sitting up on the white man's property, sitting up working a white man's job, or sitting up in the white man's economy, sitting up using the white man's capitalism. You're sitting up in the white man's United States of America, and you ain't doing nothing but bitching and moaning about some shit that happened 400 years ago, as opposed to moving and forging forward. That's the problem with niggas. All y'all want to do is bitch and moan about what happened.
We are obviously pointing out what needs to be pointed out nowadays.
Exactly,
and
you're
every
pointing.
Day,
you're
that
doing
we
this.
are amongst devils, and we need to know that. Ahmaud needed to know that if Ahmaud had my teacher, he wouldn't have been running and thinking he was jogging around them crackers.
Do you like devils?
Huh?
Do you like devils?
Hell no.
Are you an adult?
Nah. Yeah.
Then why the fuck are you living in the devil's country? Why ain't you over in Africa with your black brothers?
This was no matter where we go, God.
Oh no! Ain't no matter where we go.
White
You just
devil
said
authority.
earlier that
So
shit
no
is
matter
way
where we
different
go,
in
we're gonna be.
Nigeria. You just
Where
said it's a
I'm gonna go
warriors
with a white devil
mentality in
having
Nigeria
fucking
and over in Africa, and you've been there, so you know how it is. Why the fuck are you here amongst the devils when
where the
you
white
know that
devil?
they're devils? You
What
are
country
obviously
will I
more
go with the
enlightened than
white
all of
devil
us.
having
Why
used
are
his
you
white
still
devil
here?
tricks? Bro,
Why are you
I'm here
still
because I
here?
was born here, bro.
You what?
Bro, I'm here because I was born here,
And you have every right
bro.
to leave. You're an adult.
And I'm going to
You've
stay here,
been
and
to
I'm going to
Africa,
keep
so you
fighting to make
obviously
shit better. It's only the coon in you that makes you feel like just because
How
you're
is it
living
the
in that
coon
house
in
and
me?
you don't like that house, you should
Wait,
move
if
out
it's
the
the
house. You
coon,
shouldn't
all
try to
right.
make that house
If
better.
it's the
No, only
coon
the
in me,
only the American black man believe
if
that this
it's
is the
the
white man's
coon
house
in me,
and we should keep it
wait
the
a
way
minute,
it is.
wait a
That
minute.
we shouldn't try
If
to
it's
change
the
shit about
coon
it.
in me that has me here, then it must be the coon in you that keeps you here.
No, it has you thinking that there's nothing there's nothing we should change. It's fine. This is
If
beautiful.
it's
There's
the
nothing to
coon
fight
in me
for.
that
There's
has
nothing
me
to
here,
change.
you
If
are
you
right.
don't like it, move.
I am the coon. It's the coon in me that keeps me here thinking the way I think. And it's also the coon
that
in you
believes that
keeps you
there's
here.
nothing to fight for.
It's also the coon
If
in
you
you
don't like
that
it,
keeps
move.
you. It's
This house
also
is
the
fine. You
coon in
feel like
you
this house
that
is
keeps
fine.
you living amongst the devils. You love it
You
too,
feel
nigga.
like this man. You feel like
You
Master's
love
house
it
is
too.
fine, and if you
You
don't like Master's
being
house,
on
leave.
the
I'm
white
telling
man's
you how to
country.
fix
You
and
like
make this
living
shit better.
amongst the devils. You like living with us coons. You love it too. How dare you try to tell me that I'm less than when you doing the same shit I'm doing?
I give you the fact that I'm stuck in the matrix.
You
too.
like it too. Exactly.
I give you that. I'm stuck in the matrix too. Yeah,
So
we
then
all
what are
stuck
you
in the
talking
matrix.
about?
I'm trying
How
to
can
wake
you
up.
be
I'm
stuck in
trying
the
to be
matrix
the
talking
Neo.
about me
I'm
being
trying
stuck in the matrix? That makes no sense.
We can talk about trying to wake up. You can talk about
I ain't
trying
talking
to
to
fuck.
nigga, I'm
So
sleep.
drunk people can't talk about trying to sober up.
I'm
So
sleep.
two drunk people can't talk about sobering up.
I'm sleep. I like the red pill. I like the blue pill.
And I'm half woke trying to wake your ass.
I like the blue pill and I'm sleep. Why the fuck are you trying to wake me up and you sleep like me? That makes no sense. You would think that the woke person would be woke first. Motherfucking Morpheus was not trying to get to Neo being in the Matrix. Morpheus came to Neo to get him out the Matrix. He had to take him out of the Matrix in order to say, this is what the fuck, it's really good, dude. Now you're the one, so I'm here to help you get to where you need to be. Morpheus wasn't walking around the Matrix saying, yeah, Neo, this here's the Matrix, pimp. Yeah, Neo, this is how the Matrix is. All you see is the Matrix. See that over there? That's the Matrix. You see that over there? That's the Matrix. Yup, the Matrix got all this for us. Yup, now they say we can get out the Matrix, but I ain't got out yet. I don't know how to get out, but they say we can. But until then, just know, Neo, that you's in the Matrix.
Get out. I did get out. If I screen up and show you my passport,
we's all plugged in to the Matrix, but I don't know how to get out. Well, I do, but I won't. I like staying here, but you
listen,
wake up
I
too,
got
Neo.
out. What about your excuse? The fact that I got out and like somebody came back in to bring people out. I can show you. I'm gonna screen up and show you my passport. Plenty of stamps on my passport.
Then that's what I'm saying.
Thinking that I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Morpheus was on the Nebuchadnezzar, traveling in the real world, tapping into the Matrix just to save those. He was out. Morpheus didn't stay plugged in. You are plugged in, nigga, whether you want to admit it or not.
No,
I'm
not plugged in.
Nigga, you are plugged in. You are here.
There's one brother that's like you saying Morpheus. He's out the game. He's out the Matrix.
People. You could be amongst your people and away from the devils living. I don't care about your passport, nigga. I got a passport. You could be living amongst those that are like you, and you could just be tapping in to bring us over there. But you ain't. You right here in the Matrix. You said fuck the Nebuchadnezzar. You got it parked outside.
Plenty of people came back to the Matrix
shit.
to bring people out.
You are living in the Matrix, dude. You're not tapping in and out. Morpheus was tapping in and out. Morpheus went and slept. He slept outside the Matrix. He slept in Zion. That's where he slept. Them niggas that was on the Nebuchadnezzar, they was born and bred.
There was plenty of people. I'm one of the people that know that they was in the Matrix, but
we was never tapped in. And they was helping niggas get out to come to Zion. They was helping niggas to understand the Matrix. You are in the Matrix, sleeping in the Matrix, fucking in the Matrix, on the Matrix internet. You're living in the Matrix. You're eating the Matrix food. You're traveling around in the Matrix, but you steady telling me to get the fuck out because I'm the coon. Nigga, you crazy. You trying to tell me to do some shit that you ain't doing? That ain't leadership. That's just straight shit talking. You the coon.
That is totally.
That's
Are you
what that
done?
is.
Are you done, brother?
That's what
Are you
that is.
done with that?
Ain't
With
no
that whole, with
there
the
is no
wrong
done, because all I'm doing is telling
analyzation
you
of this whole
what
thing?
it really is. You're trying to make me feel
That's
something
not what it
or
is.
look at something a different way than what you're looking at it. You want to tell me that I'm the coon? You want to tell me I ain't got my shit right? Tell me over in the motherland, nigga, because the internet work over there too. Tell me why you living
So I gotta go
amongst
to
your people.
Africa to
Tell
tell
me
you
why you living amongst
that's
your people
crazy.
in the motherland.
And
that
then
I
I can
got
point
this
out
shit
there's
fucked
plenty of
up
people in the
when
movie
you over
that
there.
knew that they was in the Matrix, but was damn near stuck in the Matrix and was trying to get out the Matrix. They
No.
was just stuck in it.
That is
There was
not
plenty of
true.
people.
Now you gonna rewrite the Matrix, nigga? You
There was
gonna
plenty
rewrite
of
the
people.
Matrix? This nigga rewrite the Matrix.
No, because you stuck in the Matrix saying I'm stuck here, stuck in here. There's plenty of people that know that they're stuck in the situation and awoke to the situation. They don't have to be out of the situation. Plenty of drunks know that they're drunks and fucked up and they need to get out and don't like seeing other people in that situation and can preach about it. There's nothing wrong with that scenario.
You are telling me that you have not only gotten outside of the Matrix, but you've been to Zion. And yet and still, you live in the Matrix. Nigga, you live here. If you wasn't living here, nigga, you have a point.
Then when I use
You
that thing
live
about
here,
people
nigga.
being in the
You
Matrix,
eat, sleep, and
people
shit
willing
here
to live
every
in the
single
Matrix
day.
and know that
And you're
they're
telling
in the
me
Matrix,
that I'm in the Matrix. Boy, you crazy than a motherfucker, man. If you was doing like the famous philosopher Barry White said, if you was practicing what you preaching, if you wasn't the coon, then you would be telling me this shit over in your own motherland. You would be back home and you would be trying to bring me out. You would be telling me to come over to Zion as opposed to telling me that I'm a coon in the Matrix while you sitting here in the same fucking Matrix I'm in. That's what you would be doing.
I should have called you up in December, right? I should have called you up in November and December.
No.
That's what you're saying?
No, you missing it. Hear me again. You would be
You're
living
saying I'm
there.
in just because I'm in America, I can't talk shit about America.
Living there. You would be living there.
Just because I'm living just because I'm living in America, I can't talk shit about it or try to make it better.
Going there and that you've been there, you would be living there, sir. If you are truly what you say you are, you would be living there. I
plans on going back there, man. I want to go back there so bad. The bitches so bad.
Morpheus didn't live in the Matrix.
The baddest bitches. They call you Sai over there. Fuck, sir.
Morpheus didn't live in the Matrix.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber O'Shea that I watch all the time. Me and him talk all the time.
That's fine.
Actually living over there.
And where does O'Shea live?
Myself.
Where does O'Shea live?
In Africa now. I want to live where I want to live over there.
So he's fucking Morpheus. He's Morpheus. Nigga, until you become Morpheus, don't come tell me shit. Don't come tell me shit.
I should have said something when I was over there. I should have called you while I was over there.
No, you can't call me when you over there visiting, nigga. Call me over there when you have renounced your motherfucking citizenship to the U.S. Call me then and tell me I'm in the Matrix.
That part.
Until you do that,
nigga, part is different.
Until you do that, you can't call nan nigga you know a coon. You can't call nan nigga you know sleep. You can't call nan nigga you know in the Matrix because you're in it, sir.
You will always be able to try to this don't work because you always try to be able to hold that against me because of the fact that I'm a product of the Matrix. I will always have this fucking Americanized blood in me.
You missing it. Everybody that was in the Matrix, everybody but Neo that was in the Matrix that got woke up, they didn't live in the Matrix anymore. They slept on the Nebuchadnezzar. They lived on the Nebuchadnezzar and they visited back to their homeland, which was Zion. Do you remember when them niggas went back home? That's where they lived. They was just on the ship and tapping into the Matrix. They lived over there. Nigga, don't try to rewrite the motherfucking movie. It is what it is.
So much to the fact. I'm letting you go off on the fact how
that
much
I'm right.
I want to live out
there. You letting me go off on the fact that I'm right and that
tell you how much I want to go out there.
You're letting me go off because you know that you can't rewrite the Matrix. That's why you letting me go off. You're letting me go off because you can't dispute
Yeah,
a
I'm
film
not the
that
fucking one,
millions
but
have
somebody
seen.
listening, one of the brothers that's listening is, and one of the brothers will break this shit. And right now, I'm definitely not. I'm one of the guys that Neo used to come to the Matrix and used to get help from.
Who was that?
I'm not one of the ones that's on Zion.
Wait. I hear what you're saying. Who was that? Who was one of the guys that was
It's-
in the Matrix that helped Neo?
That was in the Matrix. There was a lot of little people that they used to use. The people that you tapped into all that bullshit.
Who?
That
Name
they
them.
knew
If there
that
was
they
a
was
lot
in
of
the
them.
Matrix.
Name them.
That bitch. What's her name? Not only that the Oracle, but it was another one that was living with the Oracle, like people that lived in the motherfucking Matrix. They just knew they was in the Matrix. They was awoke to the shit, but they didn't go back and forth to Zion. They stayed in the Matrix. It's a lot of you. Now you realize, like, oh yeah, it is a couple characters.
Was the Oracle a person or a program?
I just told you I'm a product of this fucking.
Nigga, do you hear me killing you with these facts?
Product of the
Nigga, do you
fucking
hear me killing you with these facts? The Oracle was not a person. It was a program. The Merovingian wasn't a person. It was a program. I just gave
that I am just like you consider us.
Just like you. No,
everybody
you
in the
are
Matrix
saying
is a fucking
no,
part
nigga,
of the program.
You can't
white
change
part
the
of the program.
Matrix, nigga.
Just like
you walked into the wrong motherfucking debate with this shit. You cannot tell me that there were people that helped.
That there was plenty of people in the Matrix that was alive and awoke.
They were not people. No, they weren't. The people that helped Neo were out of the Matrix. APOC, Switch, Tank. They were out of the Matrix.
He came to get the Oracle and their whole family stayed in the
person,
fucking.
Nigga.
That little bitch that bent the spoon. That little bitch that bent the spoon. She knew she was in the fucking Matrix. What the fuck?
Nigga, look. The motherfucking Oracle was a program. The Oracle wasn't a person. What
about that little bitch that bent the spoon?
The little girl that said,
"What about that little bitch that?"
She learned from the Oracle. She wasn't a person. Fuck is you talking about? The people that helped.
Yes, she was. She was a person. She wasn't no fucking bot. You know what the fuck?
My God.
They was people. They was all used part of the Matrix. However, the Matrix decided to use them.
Trying to rewrite the Matrix. All right, Jihad. I can't teach you no more. Nigga, I can't. I'm done.
The pro-black and me is strong, man.
It is what it is, man. Thank you, sir. You were a formidable adversary until the point of you lost. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead there, 502 Red. That nigga said the Oracle was a person.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Red.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, he's living in fantasy land, bro.
Man, dude, tell me, only thing, hey, he with Mr. Rourke and he with Tattoo. He helping both of them.
Yeah. I think bro was slow. He ain't got no money to go to Africa. You believe it? You a fool like him.
Hey, man. And that's why I challenged him with it of saying, hey, if you really are that, you would be that. Don't ever let somebody tell you what they saying and you watching what they doing and what they doing ain't what they saying. That's the whole thing. I tell women that all the time in relationships. Whatever a man tells you, listen to it. But watch what the fuck he do, because what a man does is who he is. And if he was really that pro-black, really about that life, he would not be living here as an adult. He would be over there in the motherland with the rest of his brothers and sisters and his melanated, powerful people, and they would be living there instead of living here amongst us coons and us devils.
Yeah, man. All that Pan-African and all that bullshit, man. That's fantasy land. We ain't from Africa. All these motherfuckers talk pro-black, but they can't name one person in their family that they can go to Africa and see. You know, it's just confusing.
You dropped out. I couldn't hear the last part. What did you say?
I said it's just confusing, man, because we American. Ain't nothing African about us. They talk all that African shit. They get treated worse over than they do over here, man.
And here's my thing. It's like this. It's like my thing about the whole African thing, Pan-African thing. Number one, they not checking for us.
Right.
Number two, they're trying to come over here. And number three, I have no connection. And this is because of slavery. It's because of the breeding farms. It's because of
Yes,
that. I truly have no connection to Africa. I don't.
exactly. And
I
and, and we've been here.
as sad as it may sound, as terrible as it may, if you drop me off in Africa today, I couldn't tell you nothing about where my people came from. I couldn't tell you. I
Right.
couldn't point you in a direction. I would have no clue as to what country I would need to go back to. Our roots were severed. Our ties
Yes.
were severed. That's why I have to say I'm a Black American. I am not
Yes.
Afro American. I'm not Pan Africanism. I'm not going back there to live. That is not my intention. That is not my life goal. I like living where I'm at here because this is where I'm from. This is where my roots are from. Now, am I a person of color? Am I melanated? All of that great stuff. Am I a people of the sun? Fine. But I am not from Africa. People went crazy when Waka Flocka said the shit. Even though Waka's a rapper and all that shit, may not be one of the smartest persons in the world, but he made a hell of a lot of sense. I ain't African. I can't
It's common
identify with
sense.
that.
Yeah.
You can't.
You
So it's
know,
like, why
and
would
that
you try to
thing, man,
identify and connect to
and
something
you
that you have no connection to?
and then they talk all this shit, man, the devil this, devil that. Leave the devil land.
That's
You
why
know,
I asked them,
you
why
wake
would
up
you
every day
stay
and you
as an adult? Now,
you
as a kid, you have
yeah,
some restrictions. As an adult, and you saw he had his passport. You can get your passport and apply for
yeah,
citizenship in another country. Fact. You have to go through the
yeah.
paperwork process
They
of
ain't
doing
about that
that,
life,
but you can. You can absolutely do
you
that.
know.
Don't let
Like
nobody else get it twisted. You can do it. You can take your passport, go over to another country and say, hey, I was visiting here, but I would like to apply for citizenship. I would like to live here. That's how everybody else does it.
yeah,
US, we the only motherfuckers that let people hop over the border and just be here and just here kicking it with no papers and no shit. Anywhere else, you go to Canada, you go to Switzerland, you
yeah.
go to Germany, you go to any of those places. Yes, you can visit. You go to England, you can visit. But goddamn it, if you're gonna live there, apply for citizenship. Plain and simple. Some people are dual citizens.
Okay. Another thing is what grown man wakes up every day thinking about the devil or somebody else keeping them from progressing and doing what the fuck they gotta do in life. It's child's play, man.
Here's my thing with this.
Don't make no kind of sense at all.
Here's the thing. Are there injustices going on in the world? Are there things that are not in our favor that are in the world? Absolutely. Is this system and this country set up for Black people? No, it's not. If you want to get it that way, you have to change the law and you got to be willing to die for changing that
Right.
law. That's how this shit works over here. If you ain't willing to die and you ain't willing to change the law and die for and changing and dying to change the law, you can forget it. That's it.
Yeah.
There is no other way. Trying to ask the devil to be
I
nice,
mean,
trying to stand up and protest and march and walk for justice is bullshit. Justice is not for us. It's not. If you want to change the law
yeah,
so that it does work in our favor, do it. You do that. If you ain't doing that, then you might as well just say,
yeah.
I'm going to have to
A million
navigate
other,
according to the
it's a
laws
million
that are in
places
place.
you can leave to.
That's it. That's it and that's all. That's how this shit works. Y'all can like it, love it,
Yeah.
hate it, or whatever. But you have
All you gotta
to
do is
say,
leave, man.
if I ain't going to change it, I'm either go along with it or I need to get the fuck out. Just like all of those people that commented in my on my videos, talked
I
all
mean,
that shit, but don't do a goddamn thing to change it. All they do is bitch and moan and talk about it. So I'm
yeah.
the coon, but all you doing is talking about me doing what? Disagreeing with you? And you steady here in the same
Listen,
shit that I'm in?
okay,
No, nigga, you the coon too.
right. Nah, I'm gonna tell you, you're not a cool at all, brother. There's a
Oh, I
lot of
know.
niggas with these boy, these mindsets, bro. Like You're a man handling your business. You think logical. You live right. You move right. You're not on the fuck shit. You move as a grown man. You're not a real nigga. You're a coon. I want to get a job and work for the white man. I'm a coon. I want to do right, raise my kids right. I'm a coon. I want to be an example for my sons. I'm a coon. I want one woman. I'm a coon. You know what I'm saying? That's goofy shit. I hate niggas for that.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you go, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for dropping in. And let me address what Popovich said.
No problem.
He said, so those effects of 500 years play a role in the way you living now, etc., by your statements you just made. The effects of whatever has happened 500 years or 1,000 years, it's affecting my statements. How? And whatever those statements that are affecting me, then why aren't they affecting you? Because what is the answer to what it is that you are questioning? What is it that you're really trying to say? Popovich, hit the motherfucking link. Because you just making statements. Those statements, those effects of 500 years. What effects of 500 years? Yes, whatever it is I'm doing from 500 years or whatever, 5 years or whatever, 50 years or whatever, I'm trying to navigate that now, today. That's what you do. The effects of what happened to the Jews, they've navigated from that. It has affected them. So how is that different? It isn't different. Anything that has happened to you 5 years, 5 weeks, 5 months, or 500 years ago, you are still coming from that. Now, the path in which you choose to do it is your own. Go ahead, Todd.
So, you guys want some weed while you go pick some cotton?
And the lamest caller of the night goes to Todd. What does he win, Todd? Boy, if you don't get your... All right, I'm going to go ahead with this last one, and we're going to wrap it up. Bree, go ahead, man.
How you doing, young man?
I'm good, sir.
At the end of the day, what these pro-blacks don't understand is that once Neo realized what the Matrix was, he started operating in it. He was like, the spoon ain't real. He dodged the bullets, but he told himself the spoon ain't real. Then once they shot him, right before Agent Smith shot him, he was about to fight him. He shot him once. Boom. He was about to go again. Agent Smith dumped the clip in him. Neo came back to life. All three of them shot at him, and he was like, no. So what these pro-blacks need to do is say no. If y'all so pro-black, stop taking the money with the so-called white man face on it. Don't participate in this no more. But you know what they do? They not participating, but then they get food stamps. They don't work. They get food stamps. They don't want to go to college. They don't want to build businesses where they can sustain themselves. Now, I kind of understand that we in the lock because the gold was taken away in 1913 and 1933 with the Federal Reserve Act and the House Joint Resolution 192. So I kind of understand we in the lock. But these pro-black dudes, y'all just got a different religion than Christianity. And that's really what I came to say.
Thank you, bro.
It's another type of church.
I guess my thing is this, man. Here's my point to this is we can debate what we should be doing. We can talk about where we should be going, what your philosophies are, what Jihad's philosophies are, what everybody else's philosophies are. It is what it is. The point is this. What you talking, what you doing, if that ain't lining up, you can't call nobody else something that you think less than or that they less of. I'm sleep, but you talking about you sleep right next to me. But you saying I'm the worst of motherfucker. You saying that I'm the one that's buying into this slave mentality. I'm the one that's suffering all this shit. I've got all this shit working against me. And you in the same country, maybe even in the same state as I'm in. How? If this is the worst place in the world, if this is hell and we dealing with the devil, if the devil is all around us and it's evil everywhere and we should be vibrating on a whole different frequency, why would you still be here and you have the keys, obviously, to leave? That's
bro.
that's the only question I'm asking. Be
This
stream
is
to
this is
me and join
you
my
gotta
stream yards,
realize. You
being
gotta
in
realize
paradise,
what type of
living a different
people.
life.
You got to just realize what type of people are a lot of these pro-black and more nice temple dudes. These is dudes that they made the wrong decisions in life, got a bunch of chicks pregnant, and now want child support, and so the system is against them when they knew better from
No.
examples before.
Wait. Nope. See, I'm not gonna let you walk down that road. We don't know this dude. We don't know what Jihad's situation is. We have no clue, so there's no point in speculating on it. Keep it right where it is. If you're
All
talking
right,
about the corruption, the evilness, and the everything that is bad about this system and about this country, if everybody here is against you and hates you and want to shoot you down and hunt you down like an animal, shoot you like a dirty dog, fine.
don't
Why would you
participate.
stay here? Why participate in it? You are an adult and you're an adult with a passport. Why not leave? And then, since you care so much about me, why not stream to my stream yards, living in paradise in Zamunda, and say, hey man, this is where you could be. This is where you should be. That's what the difference would be if you talking about me being the coon and you being woke. Your third eye open, mine is closed. You being the
You know
melanated king that
guilty.
you are, and I'm
You know
still the
better.
slave shackled to the white man. That's what the difference would be. And you know why ain't nobody showing that? Because that don't exist. Because Africa got its fucked up shit going on just like America do, just like
True.
Germany do, just like
True.
Canada do, just like Venezuela do, just like the
Oh,
Dominican Republic do. It's motherfuckers living worse lives everywhere else in the world than it is just like here. That's why when motherfuckers say this is the greatest country in the world compared to the world standards, it is. It ain't perfect,
it is.
but it's damn sure better than any other place in the motherfucking world. You can't do half the shit you get to do here in other places. Take this shit that we saying
Let me
now and try to stream it in Korea. You will go to jail. You will be killed for saying what it is you want to say. And motherfuckers know that, and that's why they won't go over there and say that shit. You look at what happened when motherfucking what's the boy name? The Ball son went over there to motherfucking Korea and was with some niggas and they stole some shit. That shit became a fucking political fiasco. Motherfuckers, political people had to step in to get this motherfucker to come back home. Alonzo Ball, LeVar Ball, motherfucking the president, they going back and forth. That shit made national news over some fucking thieving shit, some shoplifting.
Because when it kind of stuff like that, that type of stuff go to counselor's court. I forget what it's called, but when like it's in other words, that shit could have been an act of war.
Leangelo, that's his name. Yeah, I'm just saying, even when they caned that white boy 20 years ago, all of that shit comes into effect. People always say, and I know this because I've traveled outside the country, you don't never want to go to jail nowhere else but here. You go to jail, this is where you want to go to jail. You don't want to go to jail in the Dominican Republic. You don't want to go to jail in Jamaica. You don't want to go to jail in Korea. You don't want to go to jail in Vietnam because over there, it ain't like it is over here. Motherfucking
Man,
criminals got rights over here. Do you know over
I
in
don't want to go to
Vietnam?
jail in Columbus, Ohio.
In
I don't want to go
in
to jail in
Vietnam,
Chicago.
if you go to jail, nigga, your family gotta feed you and clothe you, or you have nothing and you just lock the fuck up. How about that? How about that where your ass don't eat unless your family bring you something to eat, but you still in jail? See, that's the shit that motherfuckers don't know and motherfuckers don't talk about because there is a privilege to living over here. And yes, there are still poor motherfuckers. Yes, there's still struggling motherfuckers. But the fact is, This is what it is over here. And yes, there is room for opportunity and growth for us to become a better country. But if you ain't invested in this shit and you steady talking about this shit, leave. Get out. Go to Zion. Unplug from the matrix. But don't be plugged into the matrix telling me I need to unplug and you plugged in. I can't roll with you on that. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead with your final thought, bro.
My final thought was on the Africa thing. So, I went to culinary school and I cooked at an African restaurant. Um, and this African restaurant, I cooked there and I served there. And then as I served tables and when I worked in front of the house, I didn't get no tips. I was called things that I didn't know I was being called. I was being called a kata. I didn't even know what that was. It's African chick that I knew from the casino when I was cooking at the casino out here told me what it was, and me and her was cool. And it was like I worked in an African restaurant. I served African tables, and not one African tipped me.
And
We
what is
are
an
not
akata?
the
Well,
same
you got to tell me
people.
what is an akata.
In the kata, it means like wild cat or lost cat. It's pretty much in another way, they way of saying the N word, but it doesn't quite mean the N word. It means like you don't know who you are, so you like
Like a lost soul,
wow.
a lost person. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lost person, but it's like disrespectful in the way how they put it.
Yeah.
And we not the same people. And the Africans that I work with told me that. They told me that they got colonized and we got colonized.
Yep. I agree, bro.
It wasn't that they colonized one place, came, killed the other people off, and then took the people from the first place and brought them over there. If you pay attention, places like Louisiana was ran by the French. I
I do know
believe
this.
Florida was ran by the Spanish. The New England colonies, Massachusetts, was obviously ran by the English. So the Dutch was over here too. So if you pay attention and you can recognize patterns of things, Africa got colonized at the same time that we got colonized. That's all I gotta say, man.
For sure.
Peace.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, young man. Take care.
Later. But the thing is this. It all is the same. Because like he said, Africa got colonized too. They chopped Africa up and still chopping it up. China over there having a field day. Splitting shit up, robbing shit, taking shit. That's the way of the world. Survival of the fittest. The strongest will survive. The thing is that here you have a chance to be something more than what you can be just if you know how to play the game. You have to know the rules. You have to know the law. You have to know how shit goes. And if you don't want to do that, skedaddle. Leave and show us how it should be done. But I can't tell you, and when you walking around here and when you traveling around here just in the US, tell me how many motherfuckers you see from other countries. Why they here? Motherfuckers from Africa, Asia, Colombia, Mexico. Everybody is trying to come over here. Must be something to it. And people ain't just come here. Oh, we just come here to visit and we going back home. We'll never stay here. No, these motherfuckers want to come here and live. These motherfuckers want to come here and open up business. These motherfuckers want to come here and bring other motherfucking family members over here. That's what they all doing. Why? Because there's opportunity here that ain't in other places of the world. How come you don't hear motherfuckers just saying, hey, I'm going to go, that's living here. Hey, I'm going to just go and uproot everything and go live in England. I'm out of here. Fuck the U.S. Everybody that ain't got shit want to come here. And everybody that got shit want to at least come visit here. Facts. So all of that, we sleep, in the Matrix, and it was like, and I'm gonna tell you this, Jihad, I gave you that leeway because I knew that I didn't want to focus on you slick dissing me, calling me a coon. I ain't tripping, but that shit won't happen again. I'm not going. I let you get away with it just so that I could get to the end game, just so I could get to that final point of just saying the shit you expected Ahmaud Arbery to do, you wouldn't do yourself. You said that. The shit that you said that if he got hunted down and they was hunting him down on purpose, they just wanted to kill him. When I pointed out to you, they had plenty of time to do it, and they didn't. You said that. I proved to you that once they did have an opportunity to shoot him down, I proved to you the fact of saying what hunter does that. They don't. If I'm hunting you down like you said, if I wanted to kill him like you said, they would have done it. They had ample time to do it. And then they could have done it and erased the video that they filmed it with, if that was their intention. So I proved my points. And then when we started talking about that Matrix shit, I proved my points there. So I just want to thank you, sir, for helping me and letting me pull out my knives to sharpen them, to make all of my points. And to everybody that commented on my other videos that didn't show the fuck up tonight, here was your opportunity. You didn't show. It is what it is. Good thing to know about that is when people are steady talking about you and all you doing is telling the truth and pointing out facts, that means you're doing the right thing and that you're doing the righteous thing. That's what I'm all about. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that people understand that it's better to have a gun and not need a gun than to need a gun and not have a gun. So all of the people that'll watch this and say, yeah, you still a coon. Yeah, he was trapped. Yeah, they shouldn't have never did this. Yeah, they shouldn't have never did that. Talk about facts in the law first before you start talking about your feelings. Plain and simple. Because no matter what anybody says, at the end of this, when this ain't popular in a month or two, when the case is over, the fact still gonna remain is this. Ahmaud Arbery is dead. And Ahmaud Arbery went up against 3 guys and 2 guns. And he died because of it. And he didn't have to. And it's tragic that he is dead. And it's fucked up that those white people shot him. The point is, keep yourself in a position to where you are not the one who's running, but in a position to defend yourself. And defending yourself ain't wrestling with a motherfucker who got a gun. Defending yourself is actually having a gun and drawing down on them before they draw down on you. And you being the only one to tell the story instead of it being them telling your story about how they killed you. That's the facts. Because this Ahmaud Arbery, we can talk about and debate about till the cows come home. But it has nothing to do with the fact of the matter is you were outmanned and outgunned. And you fought a fight you couldn't win. You went up against immeasurable odds. There was no opportunity for you to save yourself. There wasn't an opportunity for you to turn it around and to survive. If you wanted to survive, you would have turned around and you would have ran as fast as you could the other way. Whether you stole some shit, or whether you was just admiring some construction, or whether you was just trying to sharpen your architectural skills. Whether you was looking for a job on a construction site, or whether you was just wanting to see and was just curious about a home that was being remodeled or built. Had you ran as fast as you could the other way because you were outmanned and outgunned, you would be telling your story, sir. You would still be here, sir. And if you was stealing, at the worst, you would have had a court date and had to pay a fine or serve some time. Either way, you would have still been here to plead your case, hire a lawyer, and tell your story. And if anybody else that's watching this don't understand that that's the main idea and that's the most important fact about this, you're a dumbass and you're not doing anything but buying into this fucking media bullshit hype, and you just sit here playing into the hands that they want you to play into, being caught up about everything that's race when it's all about the haves and the have-nots. I had motherfuckers on Facebook talking about this shit, Trump gonna involve himself in this. Yeah, I bet you Trump say something about this. So fucking what? How the fuck is this Trump's fault? Why are you even concerned that Trump is even saying something about this? It's stupid. But niggas like saying Trump because Trump is the easy way out instead of personal accountability and responsibility. That's why niggas like doing this shit. That's why everybody like making Trump the bad guy and the end all, the be all, and the devil. Is Trump perfect? Hell motherfucking no. Is Trump stupid? On a lot of fucking levels he is. Is Trump the reason why everything is wrong with black folks in America? No fucking way. And I'm just tired of people using that dumbass cop-out to say he the reason for all this shit that's wrong in America. I was just saying the other day, Trump fucked up on this COVID shit by listening to motherfuckers who had not alternate, but who had objectives and agendas that didn't line up with the people. He royally fucked up with this shit. But he ain't the first and he ain't the last. And had he done what Obama did and said, hey, wash your hands and cough in your sleeves, we'd be a lot better off as a country today. It wouldn't be 23 million motherfuckers on unemployment. It wouldn't be niggas talking about, I might as well stay home as opposed to going to work because it's cheaper for me to stay home than to go out and work. I make more money sitting here on my ass staying inside. We should all stay inside. Stupid shit. Niggas don't even understand the basic principles of the economy and what it takes to actually run the fucking economy in the country. We want to sit on our ass and get a fucking free lunch at all costs. That's all we care about. Free, free, free. Free, free. Set me free. Set them free. If you want something and don't want to do nothing, then just say free, free, free. Stay home is free. Y'all listening to the shit that these motherfucking Democrats and these fucking liberals are telling y'all. Stay home, stay indoors. That's all I'm saying. Hold on, I thought I saw a question here. Whoa. Marcus Speaks says, CJ Gunn, get this question to Brian. What would he have done in that situation with what Mr. Arbery did? Meaning, with everything Ahmaud had done, what would he do in his position? If I was in his position, not me being in his shoes, if I was him, with what I had, which was nothing but my hands and my feet, I would have took the fuck off. Whether if I was stealing something or whether if I was just watching and looking at something. I see motherfuckers with guns and I don't have one, I want to go the other way because they have the power and I don't. And what I mean by power is the power of life and death. You never motherfucking argue with a drawn gun, with a shown gun. Motherfuckers show me a gun. If I ain't got one, I'm going the other goddamn way. Motherfuckers over there look like they got a gun and I ain't got one, I'm going the other goddamn way. That's what I would have done. 25 years old football player, I would have took the fuck off. They wouldn't have seen nothing but ass and elbows. That's what I would have done. I would have ran the fuck home and got my gun. I would have ran the fuck home, cried to my mama. I'd have ran the fuck home, called the police. Said these two motherfuckers just tried to pull a gun on me. Anything but what he did. I ain't gonna never wrestle no motherfucker out in the open with no gun and I got options to run. I got options to leave. I ain't never gonna do that. I've had a gun pulled on me. And you know what I did? I gave it up. Here, nigga, take this money, take my chain, take it. Have I been in that position often? Nope. Let me go ahead and read these donations real quick. That's what I would have done. I would have fucking let that motherfucker have his way and gone the other way. Plain and simple. They wouldn't have caught me. Unless they would have ran me down and tackled me. And you can see them old white motherfuckers wouldn't have been able to do it. Shout out to my man, The Drizzle. Hit your boy off with $5. That's what's up. The Drizzle Gaming. My man, Cool G74. Hit your boy off with $3. Thank you, sir. My man, Night Train 2804. Hit your boy off with $50. That's what's up. Thank you, sir. My man, Bolo TV 16. Hit your boy off with $2. That's what's up. My man, Christopher Sykes. Hit your boy off with $5. He said that woman standard show you did was amazing. Thank you so much, sir. I got something else to do about that tomorrow. I just wanted to get this shit out of the way. My man, Angry Man, hit your boy off with $5. That's what's up. Thank you, sir. And Queen Portia hit your boy off with $10. She said, great for a great show. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me check this young PayPal. Actually, I'm going to tell y'all a story, and then I'm going to get on up out of here. Let me see here. Over here on the PayPal side of the game. Oh, got a couple. All right now. My man Bruce Taylor hit your boy off with $10. He said, keep up the great work, brother. With love from the Chi. My man, appreciate you. Chi-Town, stay down. Also, let's see. My man Daniel Forrester hit your boy off with $2. That's what's up. $2.22 actually. Thank you for your donation, sir. Appreciate you. Last but not least, my man, Old Man Grey Wolf. I live in white suburbs. 15 years of no murders reported in my town. I still carry my pistol or revolver daily. No excuses if anybody comes up to me with ill intent. Exactly. You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But let me tell you this shit, as far as being in a situation with a gun. As far as being in a situation where life or death is on the line. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm at the Folks Picnic at Hayes Park. The Folks Picnic, talking about the Gangster Disciples. Me and my crew, me and my boys, my cousin, my best friend little brother. We all out there. We out there kicking it. All the folks is out there. Hayes Park. The folks is on stage. We were supposed to perform at the Folks Picnic. We backstage about to go up on stage and perform. Niggas get to fighting out in the crowd. Some of the trusted folks tell us, hey man, look, y'all might want to get out of here, man, because this shit about to get wild. These niggas fighting, that's like the third fight that done broke out. Now, mind you, we just got there, have been there maybe 30, 45 minutes. Okay? We just got there. Getting ready to perform, about to do our thing. Niggas get to fighting. Folks tell us, hey man, it's like the fourth, third fight, man. Y'all niggas y'all might want to go, man, because this shit gonna get wild. We like, God damn, man. We was trying to perform and shit. They're like, nah, man. He's like, I don't see this shit happening, man. These niggas arguing. This is like, this is third fight. All right, fuck it. Let's ride out, y'all. So we like, fuck it. We getting out of there. We are walking away. All right? We are walking towards the lake. Those of you in Chicago know where that street is, where Lakeshore Drive is, where you can go over to the other side, away from the park at Hayes Park. Now, as we are walking, another fight ensues. We start hearing niggas fighting. We start seeing the crowd and shit moving. Then we start seeing niggas running from the crowd. So we like, oh shit. Next thing you know, we hear bang, 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 bang. These niggas are now shooting. Thing about it is, I don't know where these niggas are shooting from, but what am I doing anyway? I'm out. We out. I can hear the bullets now coming through the trees, whizzing through the trees, whizzing through. Anybody who's ever been in the hood, you know how it sounds when bullets are going through, right? As I'm running, I see my flesh and blood first cousin. There's a big ass puddle of mud and water. It's like a puddle because where it rained or whatever, and it was mud and water. So it's like mud, puddle, then mud. We're running. I see out of my peripheral my cousin he stepped in the mud, slips, takes off in the air, boom, right into the mud. Flat off his ass. He then tries to get up, slips again in the mud. He's down. Now, this is all in slow motion, but it's going fast as fuck because niggas is shooting. And we like, at this point, we like, come on, get up, Tuck, get up. I see that he's struggling because he's in the middle of the mud pile, covered, and can't get up. What did I do? I turned around, pulled out my Beretta 92 FS, safety off, cocked the hammer back, and I'm pointing. There is a crowd of people coming towards us. In my mind, I said, I can't shoot, but the first nigga I see with a gun, drop him. Because I'm thinking the nigga that's running this way with the gun is probably going to be shooting it. So I just didn't just start shooting in the crowd to shoot back because people were shooting at us. I stopped, I'm standing there, and I'm praying whatever motherfucker I see with a gun, I'm literally like this, scanning. First motherfucker I see with a gun, drop him. Because that's probably going to be the motherfucker that will shoot one of us. That's what I'm thinking. Fortunately enough, while I'm standing there like this, he finally gets to his feet. And I'm now waving him like, come the fuck on, come the fuck on, come the fuck on. He finally gets up and gets past me. I then pull my gun back, and now I'm running with my gun in hand, and then I put my gun back in my motherfucking holster. Point is, I had a gun, and I ran. I had the upper hand, and I ran. The power of life and death was in my hand, and I ran. The reason why? It wasn't my intent to shoot a motherfucker down. But I had to change my mindset once I saw my cousin go down. Because with my cousin hitting the ground, he was in trouble. He didn't have no gun. I did. So now I went from a mindset of fleeing to now I'm the aggressor. I'm straight self-defense. I'm not gonna let no motherfucker run and shoot my motherfucking cousin because number one, my heart can't take it. I can't have a gun and know I ain't do shit but run. And I damn sure wasn't going back to tell my auntie that he died. I damn sure ain't going back telling my mama that he died. I can't do it. So I'm gonna drop this nigga in order for this nigga to live. But it didn't come to that. All I'm saying is your mindset and your intention when you got a gun, it ain't always to kill a motherfucker. Sometimes when you're in a situation where circumstances change and it becomes life or death, you go from flight to fight. I got warned that shit was about to get fucked up, and I chose to leave. I didn't say, no, fuck that. It's my right to stand here and fight for what I believe in as an American, Joe. I chose to flee. We all chose as a unit to flee. And then when circumstances changed and my cousin, my cousin his life was in jeopardy of being trampled. His life was in jeopardy of being shot. His life was in jeopardy because he could, not to say that somebody was there to shoot him because they weren't, but he could have been getting up and a guy who was shooting at one of the other folks could have shot him unintentionally, which is why I was looking for the first motherfucker I saw with a gun. So do you see what I mean by saying I was prepared for the situation, but my intent was not to kill a motherfucker, but because the way circumstances change, I had to prepare my mind to do just that very thing. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Every time, just because I'm white and I got a gun, black and I got a gun, just because I got a gun doesn't mean that my intention is to always shoot and kill a motherfucker down and put a motherfucker down for whatever reason. Sometimes circumstances change, which changes my mindset or my intent. Like if a motherfucker comes at me that I'm trying to stop and hold for the police, comes and grabs my gun. Now I'm in a fight for my gun and essentially my life. Just like when Ahmaud was running and he saw that them niggas approached him with a gun. He should have fled because he can't win a fight with somebody who got a gun. That's all I'm saying. Call me a coon, call me a bootlicker, call me a slave serving my masters. I could give a shit and care less. Because the motherfuckers that are doing that and typing that, number one, y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. And y'all ain't doing nothing but talking shit. You plugged into the very matrix that I'm plugged into, telling me that I'm fucked up. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody that stopped by tonight. Click the subscribe button. Click the thumbs up. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you all for supporting me, for every donation, for every conversation. I appreciate it. Even though we don't agree, we should still be able to say what we want to say and just have a conversation to get along and respect each other just because of that. You are having a conversation. I'm not your enemy. All I am is somebody who thinks differently and has a different idea and different thoughts than you. The point is, we should all encourage each other to think first. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America. Peace, and I'm out. All right, y'all.